Hey guys, welcome to episode 200 of the Omnic Weekly. But before we start the main show, I have a bit of a surprise to share with you guys. I talked to the original cast, so the people I recorded the first ever episode with 8 years ago, earlier this week. Now, there were some issues with the sound. Apparently my voice was coming through someone else's feed and I didn't notice it in time. But anyways, have a listen. After that, we're going to kick off the main show. Enjoy.
See backgrounds.
There we go. Spicy backgrounds. Do you want
Ooh, that was fun.
good to ask? It's nice to see you. All of you, well, except family, I can't see you, but this has been so long. But
I know.
spoke not too long ago.
Yeah.
For example, we haven't seen each other in such a long time. I think
No, only since my oldest was born, I think, or
Yeah.
before that. So, so
Yeah.
she's
Yeah,
4
it's been
now.
years.
So
Yeah.
It was insane when you told me that that she was 4 already. It made me feel really, really old. But anyways.
I know I launched BattleNet earlier for the first time in like, I don't know, 2 years or something. And I looked at my friend list and Chess was in there, who used to do Hearthstone stuff. And it lost the line 7 years ago. And I sent her a WhatsApp and was like, what the fuck is going on?
What is time?
Yeah, just sometimes jumps into my chat like once every 3 years or something. Chess will do.
Yeah,
Doing the
that
girls.
does sound like Chess.
Yeah.
She was here a couple of weeks ago.
That always hurts when you open up your BattleNet friends list and like you never know when somebody's going to be online for like the last
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the whole adventure called life, where you don't realize that everything is going to pass at some time, and that things just go forward. And before you know it, your kids are off to college.
Yeah.
You still have plenty of time for that. Anyways, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna say it's just small indie games these days for me. Maybe once in like 4 days or something.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
there are plenty of. There's a whole bunch of amazing games out there.
Yeah, I'm working through my backlog. Just small
Oh.
things every couple of days or something when I feel
Lucky.
like it.
Yeah, I have a backlog that has been growing. That's the only thing that's been doing. There's nothing that was removed because I have started Cyberpunk like 4 weeks ago. And after, I think about 3 hours of playing, I had to stop because I'm just working and too much.
Yeah.
Put it nice. I just, we're going to keep this very casual, basically, like we're doing right now. I wanted to, because like I explained, we're going to do episode 200. And I wanted to get the people in here for the first episode. And then I know you jumped in later, but we did a whole stretch together. And just look back at it because it's kind of insane that it has been 8 years. That is the reaction I got from all of you. Like,
Oh my god.
8.
8 years. As soon as you messaged me and you were like, yeah, it's been this amount of time, I like aged. You couldn't see me, but I like aged rapidly. I was like, oh my God.
I was immune to time until you said that, Dee.
Exactly.
I'm just like, look, if I'm growing a gray beard, everybody's joining me in the whole.
What do you mean growing? It's always been there.
Beard club.
It's always been there, but it's never been this gray. It's just look at this. It's snowy, getting really snowy. But I actually quickly listened to that first episode we did. You guys were doing amazing. I was doing. It's very crazy to listen to myself in that first episode.
I was so terrified during that first episode. Like, from start to finish, it was just nerves.
Yeah,
That was
I
it.
also can't remember. I haven't listened to it.
and
I'm gonna do that after this.
I listened to parts of it because I could not listen to myself. I listened plenty of like all the videos I did have to listen to myself, but it's just, I don't know, I was being very quiet. I don't know. It's completely different. I guess I evolved, but it was a lot of fun. If I listen back to those episodes, especially that first episode, all of the opinions that came together beautifully. By the way, Nick could not join us today. Nick was also on the first episode, but he had
Yeah.
and I'm like, wait, Nick, school, we're 8 years further. I'm already in school, so I'm very curious what Nick is doing. But we're going to, maybe if we do episode 300, I'm going to get him in here. Because I want to know this.
Hopefully it won't be 8 years from now.
Well, it'll be like 4 years, right?
Yeah.
I'm hoping we get it, because if you think about it, doing 200 episodes in 8 years, it's not super impressive if you're doing a podcast that is called Omnic Weekly, but let's leave that aside. I want to talk about you guys. Meaning, I want to hear where you guys have been up to, because I've been following you guys like from, I don't know, that sounds weird. I'm not going to say it that way. Lurking? No, I've just been seeing what you guys have been up to.
Vibing.
Yeah, exactly.
Vibing in our timeline.
I'm going to start from my screen. It's from the right to the left. So I'm like poke. I'm going to use. Am I going to? I'll cut this out. Do you guys want me to use your real names or your nicknames?
A nickname.
Nickname, okay.
Yeah, nickname is fine.
Okay.
May as well make it
Perfect.
consistent.
I work at a government thing. Bless. No, I work for the local village, so please no.
Yeah, you never know. The world has gone to a place where everything is possible. But Pokeflu, like you were like back in the day. We tried to do a website. We did a website. The audience wasn't really there, but we did our utmost best to make it. And you were one of the. I mean, I came back to you for correction on all my text, everything that I did for many and many years. And
That was your first mistake.
Yeah, no, that was not a mistake. That was not a mistake. That was that saved my ass a few times. Now, like when people make comments about my post and there's a mistake in it, which is stupid because I have plenty of tools to check my own spelling. Still, sometimes I manage to fuck up. I always think like, yeah, if I had sent this into Pokeflu, this would have not happened. But anyways, but from my side, when I noticed it, when I followed you, you have become a proper gaming journalist, right?
Yeah, so I actually work in the games industry now. I have for a couple of years, but prior to that, I kind of transferred over. I used a lot of what I wrote for the website in my portfolio, and for a while, I worked freelance for a couple of like gaming websites. I did like reviews, I did previews, I did some like press events and like stuff like that, covered trailers and things like that. And it was a lot of fun. And I couldn't have done it if I hadn't had the basis that I got from working on a website and everything.
I think it was a good testing run, but it all came from you. It is all your writing talent, the passion that you had for it. I mean, if I look back at the messages, because I messaged you to do this, and look back at the messages that we did in the past, the Heroes of the Storm stuff and whatnot, you're very passionate about it, wanted to do so much content about it. Blizzard was not on the same boat, sadly, when it comes to Heroes of the Storm. Are you still interested in Heroes of the Storm? Are you still playing it occasionally?
Yes,
Oh,
I have played it for the last week, actually. I haven't touched Overwatch since it was called 2 and 2 came out. But I actually still play Heroes of the Storm regularly. I used to like do some competitive stuff. I don't do that anymore. I mostly just play brawls and ARAMs for fun and things like that. But I still haven't gotten bored of it.
Oh, nice.
Believe it or not, after like 1,000 hours. So
Yeah,
Yay!
I think we all have those games that we spend way too much time in and that we still enjoy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm just hoping, do you think Blizzard is going to pick it up again? Because they did add a reward for BlizzCon. I mean, it's not much, but there's rumors and whatnot.
I don't know. I'm split on it. I really hope they do. Like the fan part of me is like, I really hope they put some more, time into it and give it, the love that it deserves, because despite it losing, most of its official support, there's still a really tight knit and active community. I mean, like my queue times are never longer than like a minute or two. Like there's still plenty of people playing it. Yeah, believe it or not. And every once in a while they'll throw us a bone. We'll get a new skin or we'll get a new mount. And there are like slight balance updates and bug fixes like a couple of times a year. So like it is.
Yeah, the maintenance mode.
It's in maintenance mode. Yeah, but at least we're getting something. I mean, the dream would be if they would, pick it up and really like start giving us new heroes again and new maps and things like that. I don't think that that's going to happen. I think those days are behind us. I think just the days of the MOBA in general are behind us. Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the power it used to.
Yeah. Although some things come back. I remember Sugar Pixie, you used to play Smite a lot with your brother, didn't you?
Yeah, I was super into Smite.
Did you just play Smite 2 when it came out?
No. I tried it, but the engine felt super, I don't know, I couldn't mesh with it. I've played one like a couple of times. Well, it's been years. It's been, I think, a year or 2 years now. I get that itch sometimes. Like, you know how it felt when we played Smite back in the day, but it's not the same anymore. And the community is, oof. I mean, it was never that amazing, but these days it's toxic.
Oh, really?
Hell, it's yeah.
I feel that way about HOTS too.
Yeah,
Because we kept making these insanely bad business decisions and sort of just, I don't know, soured me on it.
Oh, it's the same studio did Paladins, right? Is that the same studio?
Yeah, Hi-Res.
Yeah.
And they have this tendency to make really weird business decisions, such as
Like the whole gaming industry is there,
against it.
basically. Yeah, well.
Yeah.
studios.
Yeah.
Gives me.
It's a rough place right now with layoffs and business.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And
Yeah. I mean, the AAA, it's a huge mess. I think a lot of the hope for me personally for the gaming industry is in the indie studios and the AA's and those studios that that still work on passion, because it is slowly kind of fading away. And all those, well, slowly, it's been happening. I remember that we talked about this for such a long time. All of us together were from the beginning, actually, in this podcast, just shitting on Activision every chance we got. And and look how that all turned out. The day that Bobby Kotick left the building, I'm not going to say I opened a bottle of champagne, but I was definitely very happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the whole scandal with the frat boy culture and the investigations. And I'm not gonna, that's one of the biggest reasons I've barely touched Blizzard games in the last, it just doesn't feel right.
No,
I
understandable.
think the last game I've played effectively was Heroes of the Storm. And then I think it was, I don't know, not that long ago, I think 8 months ago or something. Like, of all the Blizzard games, the one that I get like the itch of the most, it's Heroes of the Storm. Weirdly.
Yeah, but I get it. If you like, you guys were, I think, I don't know, did you ever play mobile games? I'm not really a mobile player, but.
Yes and no. So I had multiple people try and get me into them, but I'm not great at them.
Yeah. Well, no.
So
I'm not great.
yeah, I played some Heroes of the Storm and I played some Smite, and I even had a friend that managed to get me to play 2 entire games of League.
that's as many as I've played.
Yeah. But like, I enjoy playing with friends. I don't necessarily enjoy them on their own.
No.
They're not really my kind of game. If I'm playing a MOBA, it's because 3 other friends are like, "Oh, we're gonna be playing this. Do you want to join us?" And I'm like, "I'll do it for the social aspect, but not really for the gaming aspect."
Oh, no, I get it. I think I have in my the people that I know, the White Circle, I have about 4 people that play MOBAs that I know are passionate or that played MOBAs on a regular basis, and 2 of them are right here in this chat. And the other one, it's Joe Brother. And then there's Dr. Hoon. Dr. Hoon is also a very huge Heroes of the Storm fan. So, and I never do that. I try to avoid people that play MOBAs. I'm going to be honest. Well, no, League of Legends specifically.
It's specifically a League thing. You know, it kind of League is in a class of its own, because I don't normally like MOBA either. I tried League and it wasn't for me. I've never tried Smite before, although my partner's played it and he doesn't mind it. But I even tried the mobile one. What was it called? Vainglory, I think. When it came out like 10 years ago. I tried that and I wasn't into it either. It's just something about HOTS holds my attention. I don't know why.
Yeah, fair.
I get that. When I had to play to get skins out of, although I didn't, like if I was playing, like Hannah said, if I was playing with friends or whatnot, I did have a good time. It was just not something I was going to solo queue.
But yeah, like in that instance, it's more like the social team part of it rather than the game itself, I think. At least for me.
No, I totally get it. Apocryphal, are you still writing? Are you still in the gaming industry in a different way then?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm doing some design and some writing. But I'm trying to keep up my writing because that is really what I enjoy.
Yeah,
I still remember when I was scrolling through Instagram one day, years and years ago, and I saw that the Omnic Post was looking for writers, and I was like fresh out of college and looking for opportunities to start doing that kind of thing. And I was like, wow, that's like a golden opportunity. The site that I followed anyway that I really enjoyed, is looking for the thing that I could do. So I I still remember that fondly.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I have a lot of fun memories of working with all of you, like Roxanne. Sorry.
That's fine. It's no family name. I forget you.
I had
Don't full name any of us.
I was going to make
If we
sure
make him mad, he's going to say our full government name.
I have your addresses right here on a post-it, and by the end of this episode, the screen. No.
Who wants a social security number?
It's because Sugar Pixie and myself, we met up a few times outside of just virtual stuff and whatnot. And
Yeah.
I'm rolling over my own cable. Give me a second. There we go. But I had to pull up a picture. I don't know if you remember this. Let me see if I can share that with you guys so you can see this. I had just as soon as we decided to do this, I was like, okay, I need to show this. I need to pull up this picture and
Oh no.
You bought me a burger, and then you asked me if I wanted to join the Omnic Clubs.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Remember?
He plied you with the burger.
Do you remember this? Can you guys see it? We're sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Hang on, watch team. Yeah, hang on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I remember that.
Cookie?
It's chocolates. It's
That's so
That's
so cute.
I was in bakery school in the evening, and I did
remember that.
chocolates and patisserie, and that was one of my projects.
Yeah. What I was teaching at that moment, and at some point, she told me like, "I'm swinging by you at school." I'm like, "Yeah." She came by, and I think it was the Omnic Post existed for 3-5 years. I don't remember. And she came with me.
So yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god, that looks amazing!" I don't know if we ate it eventually, but I had such a hard time eating it because I was keep it complete. But I was afraid at some point it was going to start turning green. So yeah, I was like, let me just.
That's fair.
I think we ate it eventually.
Chocolate home invasion.
All right, otherwise we're going to get hungry if I keep.
Yeah.
this,
I remember that.
I'm staring at this like, wow, I could go for one of those.
Same.
But are you working perfectly? Are you working on projects that you want to share that you're like, okay, or are you not allowed to talk about it? Is it NDA stuff?
It's NDA stuff,
Okay.
unfortunately.
If you ever have something to share, let me know, and we'll see if we can kind of show it to people. I won't help out with that.
Will do.
Sugar Pixie, you've been doing something really big in life. I mean, you have 2 kids. That is like, that is insane.
You said that to me today, and I was like, has it really been so long that Sugar has produced 2 human beings in that time?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how I ended up here.
The last thing I remember was you getting married, and I'm saying, "Oh, congratulations!"
Yeah.
It's all there's that bloop, bloop, bloop. The 2 little dragons appear, and then I'm like, "Oh,
Dragon Spawn.
yeah." How first is time going? Are you enjoying the being the mother? How do you say that in English? Actually,
Motherhood.
Oh, there we go.
Motherhood. Yeah.
I'll pronounce it as well. But yeah, I always tell people that it's the most beautiful and the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
There's no pillow count. It's amazing, and I love watching that. You see, watching them grow up, and especially the oldest one. She's 4 years old now. How she's like interested in certain things, and how some parts of her are like clearly her mom, and others are her dad, and it's such a joy to watch them grow up, but it's insanely hard as well.
Yeah.
I dislike the whole, oh my god, I've been on a pink cloud since my children have been born, and it's so easy. Yeah, I hate that because it was really hard for me, especially after my first was born, because you get this, people have this expectation because of all the stuff on social media, like, oh, motherhood's amazing and it's beautiful, it's not hard, and instinct and all that, but it's been a roller coaster. But
And things like postnatal exist that people just don't talk enough about, postnatal depression and stuff.
Absolutely.
And these phases they go through in their developments when they need a lot of physical affection and hugs, and like some weeks you can barely go more than like a meter, 2 meters away from them because they're like, like they need you, and it's really hard to sometimes to guard your own space in a way. Like being a mom is one thing, but like some weeks or some months it's really hard to pay enough attention to the other Sugar Pixie as well. Sugar Pixie the wife, Sugar Pixie the colleague, Sugar Pixie the dancer.
Sugar Pixie the person.
Stuff.
I mean, you're not just like supporters of other people.
Exactly.
You also totally get
and everyone has expectations and advice, and it's usually well meant, but at some point it's like, oh,
yeah, no, I get it.
I'll find my own way.
I can emphasize it is definitely something I've heard from a lot of people. I don't have kids myself, still not ever happening, but I've heard it from a lot of people around me that that is it's way harder, and the whole thing that where the thing like, oh, the love that you get makes it all worth it. Yeah, sure, but it's also very draining. It's also very hard, and
it's still hard. It's still tiring.
It's an extremely difficult thing.
Yeah, but it's been fun. I don't game as much these days for obvious reasons. I still do though. I still really enjoy it, but it's mostly just been small indie games, all sorts of like story games and stuff that I've been meaning to play for a long time, and that I do now in like 1 or 2 evenings, like short indie games or stories or whatever. I play D&D once in a month. It was really random. I have 2 colleagues here in the village where I work, and it turns out that they play D&D, and I could join their group, and now I meet up with them every month or so to play. We don't play D&D anymore. We play Daggerheart, but it's fun. And then there's gaming, and I'm still in a dance group that I help manage. And then there's my part-time job, and I'm busy.
But,
I actually launched Overwatch like an hour ago. I was like, just gonna see what it looks like now, and I didn't recognize half of the.
I know.
Dangerous, very dangerous. If you haven't played that long, you should kind of roll into it. Just like slowly.
Yes, I recognize that one and that one. And what the hell is that?
It's a very different game. If you have not played for years, it is. I don't think that is one of their biggest challenges, but they'll figure it out.
I think the last hero I remember was added. I think it was Sojourner, so that was around the time that 2 came out.
Yeah,
Wasn't she like the first drop into?
Junk
And after that, I think,
Sushin and Kiriko were the first,
Yeah. I think I remember Kiriko as well, but I don't think I was as interested anymore back then.
No.
And then there was a lot of Blizzard scandals, and I was like, I'm not gonna play Blizzard games anymore. I still played a lot of World of Warcraft back then. Definitely not after the kids were born. And I quit before that, I think. The social aspect has always been a thing for me with MMOs. And
I get that. I have the same issue.
Just it doesn't scratch the same itch anymore.
I jump into World of Warcraft because I still love the game. I think I have so many good memories.
Yeah.
I don't have people I play with anymore, so I don't know. And then I have other stuff calling me, yelling at me, and then I'm like, okay, fine. And then I end up it just didn't reach max level. That was just like 60 or 79 or something. And like, next expansion, I'll try again.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see you just enjoying your life and doing your life and doing your thing. And whatever I see passing by, and also with the dance group or whatnot, I still follow the dance group, and then I see one of the performances coming up and whatnot. And I am in contact with your brother in the sense that we are friends on Duolingo. That's about it. But
he got me hooked on Pokemon Go again like 2 weeks ago or something. I saw him and I was playing Pokemon Go with a couple of friends, and he was like, I walked 60 kilometers last week because there was an event, so you should install it again. So now I'm having I go for walks.
Where did he end up? Did he walk?
I don't know. He went to a city nearby, and one of his friends is like the super mega Pokemon Go guru or whatever, and they went there with a group of like 10 friends, and there were 50 other people for some Mewtwo event or something. I don't know.
Wow.
And we just spent the entire day walking around in the park doing Mewtwo shit. Then at the end of 60 kilometers, I was like, okay.
I mean, it's good.
Wow.
At least it's good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're 8 years further. We all need to start thinking about getting our steps in on the regular basis.
So, yeah. No, you're right.
So
Yeah, exactly.
he's doing, what was it? Oh, wait. Fusion is doing some good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm fucking it up.
He's
really badly.
keeping healthy with Pikachu.
I saw somebody, oh god, this was a meme from like, or like a tweet from like years ago. I saw somebody say like with Pokemon Go, they're trying to get us to like walk so we can be healthier. With Pokemon Sleep, they're trying to get us to sleep more so we can be healthier. So like what's going to be next? Like Pokemon take your meds?
Yes, please.
I mean, Pokemon fans are getting older. They're going to sell like these medicine boxes one day, you know, where you have all the compartments for all the pills. They're going to be Pokemon team. I know Hilda would buy it if she's like,
I do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in.
this is going to be your
Pokemon sign up for your social security payments.
Did you
Yeah.
Pikachu today? Your Pikachu and your Bulbasaur? I think you need to teach your Charmander. Come on, teach your Charmander. It's just
Yeah.
I don't like it. No.
Charmander like screaming at me to take my meds. It would work. It would work.
Yeah, definitely. Hannah, it's your turn now.
Yes. Okay.
I think of everybody in the room, I think we had the longest stretch of episodes that we did together.
Yes.
It was
we did.
a seriously long stretch, very enjoyable, a lot of fun. But how have you been doing? Because we always kept to do for information. We have a Discord server for the podcast, and Hannah is still working in there, just like watching us what we're doing.
I do. I just like I read their messages, and every so often I'm like, unsolicited opinion, and then leave for 3 weeks.
That's the way.
Which is funny because some of the people are already new, like Akila and Pog have joined the cast very recently, and they're like, Who's this Hannah lady that is just like occasionally chiming in? Is that a bot? Is that like a...
Oh, yeah.
You know, like in Greece, there's, what do they call them? There's those ladies that take a lot of, I don't know what they're taking, and then just spew their opinion about something, and then they go back to their...
Yeah,
to their little
that is
temple.
me. Yeah, so I don't have any super awesome stories to tell because I got quite unwell, unfortunately, which kind of slowed my life down quite a bit. So it's the main reason why I stopped doing the podcast. I got COVID, which then developed into like long COVID, which then developed into autoimmune conditions. And 4 years later, I still have multiple hospital appointments lined up for diagnosing stuff. So I haven't really gone that far in life in the last 4 years.
No,
Because I've just been like resting and recovering and trying to not be chronically ill and trying to not be chronically fatigued.
Yeah. Digging in the battle. Yeah,
Yeah,
In and of itself.
it really is. Like I've said to people, like the amount of like doctors and hospital appointments I have, it feels like a full-time job. Like managing it all, it's kind of crazy.
Especially in certain systems where the appointments take way too long before you get it, or you send you to the wrong person in the first instance, and you have to wait another few months to get an appointment with the next and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I hope you have doing some stuff to make yourself feel better, like something.
Yeah. So I am in a very cozy relationship now.
Nice.
So I do have that.
Yeah.
He is very sweet and very loving and caring, and we've just celebrated his birthday.
Nice.
So I was away for a week.
Wish him a happy birthday.
I will. I've also been doing my singing again, which I stopped for a very long time.
Nice.
But I have my singing tutor is somebody who I really, really admire, and it's been like a year now, and I still can't believe she's my tutor.
Really?
Because she's the lady that does the music for Final Fantasy XIV.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wow.
She is their soloist, and she is my tutor.
I don't have really big stories, though. I'm getting singing lessons from the...
I'm getting singing lessons from Amanda Ackett.
That's big. That's
Jesus
huge.
Christ.
Amazing. Yeah.
That is amazing. Cool to call that.
She like opened, like she started doing lessons and was like, hey, you can apply. And with the same attitude that got me into the Omnic Post to begin with was, fuck it, I'm just going to give it a go. What have I got to lose?
That's exactly what Sugar Pixie said after I bought the burger. Fuck it.
Fuck it. What have I got to lose? So yeah. So that's like the biggest thing in my life. I did unfortunately have to like Pokeflute, I was working as a journalist for a while, but I had to stop all of that when I got ill, unfortunately. So I am currently unemployed, but I am hoping once I get back on my feet, I can kind of do a bit of writing and maybe do something musical, because like writing and music are my two biggest things. And after not doing my singing for a really long time and then picking it up again with Amanda, it felt like something I'd lost had been returned to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even though it was, like just singing or whatever. But
it's like, I think
it honestly felt like I'd found a part of myself again.
Exactly.
Like,
It's one of the
going back
most
to it.
things you can do is sing, in my opinion. So
Yeah.
it's a very beautiful expression of how you feel and what is under there. So I told it, like writing, like for gaming journalism, and I think we need to slow because some people have to go back to work very soon. So I don't want to keep everybody busy. I want to kind of answer with like gaming journalism. I think is kind of in a difficult spot areas, but I think look, let me put it this way: you guys have so many talents. You guys have been in the most of the times in which I was getting very lost and trying to find a direction for the Omnic post and a lot of stuff I wanted to do. Every single one of you helped me in a very big way, and I'm always going to be appreciative for that. Like you all helped me in a very different way. Like what Sugar Pixie did, kind of had to set up a team of volunteers. Like you were my beacon, you were such a big help. When it came to my stupid spelling and my bad writing, you were amazing. And Anna, just on all levels, like when it came to writing, when it comes to support, when it comes to like a lot of my creative endeavors, but also the foundation that we are doing the podcast on right now was built on you guys. Like, and that is always something that I want to remember every time we celebrate a big, like, I don't know, 200, 300, 500, 10 years. That is going to happen someday. Brace yourselves.
Yeah.
That is going to happen.
Oh,
I'm going
boy.
to send you a message. Guys, it's been 10 years. We can just...
And I'm going to crumble into dust.
Yeah.
You know what the best thing is? I'm going to crumble first, so don't worry about it.
No, you won't. We already know you're like an ageless, immortal being who's been around since the dawn of time.
Exactly.
That's just that fools everybody. That's the way it goes. It has been a pleasure to talk to you. I'm happy that we got to do this. It was really,
Yeah.
it was difficult to get you guys in the live episode because the time zones and whatnot.
Time, life, existence.
Time in general.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that we managed to catch up with each other. And if we ever get a chance to do this again, I'll do this again. It has been a pleasure
Yeah.
to meet you, ladies.
Absolutely.
And if you ever want to play Overwatch, just easy to go in. No need to stress. No need. Just send me a message. We'll jump in all together in a team, and I'll explain everything, what all the new heroes are, and whatnot. I've been keeping up with Overwatch. I've been kind of looking, what do you say? Investigating it a little bit.
I've been back for like a month now, and the UI still terrifies me. I still have to ask what buttons do what.
I keep kicking around the idea of doing it, like getting back into it again, because I haven't been into it since I had to cover it like for work. So, but I keep like every.
Let me know.
I will, because
I'll explain everything that you need to know.
like every month or two, I'm like, I could try and do this again.
Someone else having to learn what perks are when everyone else knows them.
I know.
That was rough.
Everybody else knows this game, and I don't
That was
know
rough.
it anymore.
Oh, we haven't even talked about Stadium, so I'm going to.
Oh, God.
Ladies, it was a pleasure. Okay, but you wanted to say something. I was rude.
No, I was just going to say about Overwatch. This, if we all decide to get in and you explain it to us, might take a couple of hours. Just have time for that.
I used to be a teacher. I got this. I got it covered.
Video says three old ladies versus Overwatch.
Be our screening banner.
Heck yeah.
That sounds like an awesome idea. We have to have this out. That is going to happen. Ladies, have a good rest of your day.
Of course.
You too.
The Omnic Weekly.
Welcome, everyone. It is Sunday, August 9th, and this is episode 200 of the Omnic Weekly. I am D. Dameses, and today I'm joined by Akila.
Hello.
Who looks very, very different today. Guys, this is a video podcast. We're recording this live over on all our Twitch channels. So if you're not watching, if you're listening to this afterwards, well, you missed something. And Akila looks amazing. So go look at the video. She did an amazing job. She's been up since 3 in the morning. Anyways, we also have Frozen, who looks just as amazing. Frozen, you have your t-shirt on
very
backwards.
amazing. What? Yeah, sorry.
I also want to explain that Frozen has, especially for this podcast, tuned down the jiggly physics.
I did.
Wow.
Again, if you're just listening
Very
to this,
important.
you'll need to watch the video podcast to understand what that actually means. And it is exactly what you think it is. Exactly.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Balls?
You thought Aki was the only suspicious one.
I did not expect for a
Wait,
200
how did I
episode
get thrown under the bus already?
every time. I did
I'm
not.
fully clothed, okay?
You want to know how you got thrown under the bus? You just said balls. That's all you said. That's how you get thrown under the bus because of
Fair.
those comments. Anyways,
Yeah.
we also have Pog, our Australian friend, who purposely disabled his TV behind him. We had the beautiful logo on there. He had a whole 200 celebration thing on there. He's such a considerate person. Look at him.
I've
Humble.
come today as human male and made no special effort, so thank you for having me today.
Yeah. It is
The
kind of,
average white man experience.
Yeah.
I guess. But look
I'm just here, and that's enough.
why are we good? Where are we good? We are an Overwatch podcast, please.
Yeah, I'm catching strays.
No, but Frozen has
Pog.
made a really beautiful art for our 200 episode. It is
It's
on the
my
screen.
t-shirt.
It's on the t-shirt. There we go. You got a close up from the jiggly physics.
Hey.
All the beautiful art is on the screen. We're going to make this into stickers that is going to be available at Gamescom. We're going to bring it to BlizzCon. So if you run into any of us, ask yourself a sticker. But they're basically figures of all of us, and I have a shiny head. Frozen looks really close to how she looks in reality. Look at this. Just the little sticker. It's almost mirror image. Akila looks a little less pale on her sticker than she does. And Pog just looks like a red blob.
That's me.
Yeah.
It's just
I
Pog.
am Red Ball.
Red ball.
We
The thing
did
is-
briefly talk earlier that the problem is that Pog has such strong branding, and he's so good at what he does, and that's his
Yeah.
brand. So
The thing is,
you know,
I've embraced pink things.
I asked everyone beforehand, right? I sent it in the chat. I was like, guys, I'm drawing something, I'm cooking something up. Send me like pictures of branding, anything, logos, send me anything to have me inspired. And I started drawing everybody, and then I got to Pog. I was like, well, what if I just take his ball and put his cap on it that he always wears, which is he doesn't wear today, by the way. How dare you?
Plot twist. He's not wearing a cap
Yeah.
right now. Pog is
I
going
get
to.
it. I get it. It's far easier to draw a circle, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like anything else was
I get
hard.
are you implying it's a skill thing? Is this how it started?
No,
I insult
it might be a stamina
Pog.
thing.
Pog. Oh, okay.
That's
Pog
crazy.
insults Frozen, and now Frozen insults D, and then we.
Hey, wait. What did I do? I'm just.
Oh, wait, I'm
I'm
not
just the
gonna
host here.
insult D.
Yeah, please. I'm an
Why
old man.
not?
Pog's chat has it was pointed out yet again that I'm an old man. But I'm pretty sure it was Frozen that said it. Frozen.
Pog's chat
Scorpio.
insults.
I do have 4 eyes IRL. Yeah, that's canon.
Yeah. It's I love that people are actually counting your eyes. I hope they do not do that
Yeah.
with me because you can't see them. Fine. Anyways, so what we're going to do today is if you are listening to this, you're watching this, you already saw that little interview we did with the old cast. But on top of that, we're going to talk a little bit about what happened this week because there was some news on Overwatch. This is, after all, still an Overwatch podcast. But at the end, I asked our audience to send in questions, remarks, stories, anything they wanted to share with us that we were going to read out on this podcast. And we're going to do that in the second half of the podcast. The second, the third. I don't know. Whatever. Math. Fuck it. But I want to kind of start out with everything that we've seen. And I think the big news this week has, of course, been there's actually two topics. There's been Demon, which is going to be the next thing for season 4 of Overwatch. Much to my oh my god! I made a video where I was like, no, it's not going to be Demon. It's going to be someone else. Why? Because I love doing shit like that. I love to look into everything, and sometimes I see things, and I'm like, oh, maybe. I do mention in my videos.
Why
it's just
enough.
I don't know. Why do you do the things to yourself? We like.
Hey, we talked. I think it was like 2 podcasts ago. I gave you full warning. I'm like, this is Demon. There's no variation. There's no surprises coming.
I know, and I said in my videos, it's probably going to be Demon. But what if it's not? And now there's people all over my comments going, "Oh, this doesn't age well."
To be honest,
oh
Yeah.
no, I'm a big fan of the conspiracy theories, whether they're right or not. I prefer to hear someone like thinking this could be all of this than just like, let's just wait to see what it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's just it's fun. It's fun to think what it is. And we know that Blizzard is listening, or some of them at least. So maybe sometimes we can go like, look, this is a bad idea.
Also, it keeps us entertained, because like even now people are like laughing about it, be like, oh, this aged like milk or anything like that. And I mean, they're entertained about it, so there's no harm.
I don't mind at all. I don't mind at all. It's part of the whole thing. And like Akila said, I love to kind of explore, because for every time that I've been wrong, I've also been right. I've had some of these things where I was like, this doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound like that is going to be the thing. But this was, look, everything was really pointing. And I mentioned in my videos, 80% chance is going to be Demon. But it's Demon. I was kind of disappointed a little bit because, another mecha hero. I was worried that we were going to get a copy paste. But right now that we've seen a little bit of her, I'm thinking, might not be that much of a copy paste. At least not of Diva.
I mean,
No.
It's fun to see because we kind of it's kind of the mecha squad, right? So every mecha, every member of the team like has their own role, has like their own things that they contribute to the team. So it would have been weird if it was just like a straight up copy paste from Diva. It wouldn't have been that great.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see like how it's gonna play. Also, that's the time where I'm like, okay, I want to play 6v6 because I want those two as my tanks. I want to see that.
Yeah, they're definitely playing into
have
that.
some really cool interactions together. It's really cool lines.
Yeah.
Me personally, I felt exactly like you described, Dee. I was like, I really want to get excited about this, but I'm not, because it's another mecha hero. Like I said, a lot of people said, oh, finally we get Demon, and this is like, we've been waiting for this for 8 years. And there's a part of me that was like, well, 8 years ago when we had the original roster, to have 2 mecha heroes was different, was exciting. We had a very limited amount of lore 8 years ago. It was a different scenario. So having a second mecha hero made more sense to me. And now that we have heroes doing some really crazy shit, like throwing bikes on people.
Wait, throwing up bikes on people?
Well, I think that's probably, maybe, hopefully in the future. That's the Omnic detective that's going to be throwing up. That's his anyway.
He just used his
But basically, it's just that, like, I think that we're getting heroes that are like, they're so exciting and they're so different that when the first was idea, okay, another mecha person, I was like, all right. And but like you, once I saw the trailer, especially the gameplay trailer more than the lore player, I was like, okay, if Reinhardt and Vendetta had a Korean baby and put them in a mech, it seems like I got excited that her gameplay seems really different.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's a part of me that was like, well, we could have had something completely different from everything. And I don't think we should get everyone from lore that we know. Like, I don't want all the Deadlock gang members to be played.
No, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I don't think every
when people are like, oh, but the mecha crew already exists. I was like, yeah, so we don't need them all to be playable characters. Although nerd guy with glasses cute, had to say that, but anyway. I don't remember his name. I thought he was cute.
I think it's Casino, right?
Doesn't matter. Names don't matter.
No,
He's cute.
For me,
does it really matter what he's called? He's cute and he says glasses.
Exactly.
Yes. Like it was like really expected. It was an expected move by Overwatch, and that's I agree. That's kind of disappointing that it's so expected. I feel like Demon is all the things I wanted Reinhardt in a rework to be. You know what I mean? Is like. I don't know. I feel like it's going to have a big appeal to Reinhardt players because it has that sort of, sword and board gameplay. But it's just like she's just going to be a bit more. She can move around the field a little bit easily.
She's very mobile.
She's got the charge. She can move in and out, and she's got a pistol that she can get people at range. It's like all these. I don't know. It's a hit scan, so it's like you don't have this. Fire Strike, or I don't know. She's going to be like a weaker version of Reinhardt, I would imagine, and it's a similar. I don't know. I think she fits in well, but I just feel like Reinhardt to me is such a boring. I don't want to say it. This is going to be. Do
it.
Like you've already
Reinhardt's
boring. Reinhardt's so boring. He's got less things to do, and then Demon's like doing all this extra stuff, and it's like it's there's all these different aspects to Demon, whereas like Reinhardt doesn't have all these extra bits. Yeah,
yeah. I do think
you
there's
already
going to be a lot
angered
of
the Mercy Mafia. Are you afraid of the Reinhardt mains?
No,
it's just like
scared.
Look, the Reinhardt Mafia, they can hit really hard, so you need to be careful. They come in hard.
They have hammers.
And they yell in German.
The thing is with Reinhardt. Sorry.
No, go on. Go on.
The thing is with Reinhardt, I don't know. I never really minded Reinhardt in quick play. He's a fun character to have there. But I noticed actually, I played a lot of competitive. I mean, probably with all the drives is on and everything. Every time I have a Reinhardt or my tank picks Reinhardt, I get a little disappointed. Because I'm like, you could pick anyone else because either you have an extremely aggressive Reinhardt who barges in and then doesn't know what to do with himself, or he does nothing. It's like the two constants I had experienced over the drives recently because I don't play a lot of comp. So this was my first proper long comp experience with Reinhardt. And I was like, Reinhardt, we need something else for Reinhardt, honestly. So I kind of agree with Park though. It's like, could we just take some of Demon's abilities and just give them to our boy, man?
Yeah, but I think Reinhardt is in a difficult spot.
Yeah.
But I
was just going to say that I'm very curious because Reinhardt is my worst tank. I'm a useless Reinhardt. I don't know what to do with him. I consider him a dive tank because you dive and then you die. How else do you play him? I know it's not like that. So that's how bad of a Reinhardt I am. But my best tank is Diva. Yeah. So to imagine those two together, I'm quite curious of would I be able to pick up not being a good Reinhardt but a good Diva, or is it something that's going to be completely different and unrelated? And if you are a good Brig in Vendetta, you'd be good at Demon or something. You know what I mean?
I think you're
very curious to see how he actually feels.
I think the way that you can escape, it depends what you enjoy about Diva. If it's the mobility and the way you can get away, you can dive in, get away again, not having to charge away, but basically have more control over it and kind of zigzag away or fly up. I think it's going to feel very familiar. That's what I'm thinking. Reinhardt, you need to you dive in and you need to keep an eye on your charge. And you start swaying, you keep your shield up, you back up a little bit, and as soon as you get the chance, you look. That's how Yados plays it. That's how Thermix plays it. We've played with those guys; they are pretty good at Reinhardt. But I think you're going to get that extra mobility that comes with Diva. Instead of a Matrix, you're going to have a shield, and instead of just shooting, you're also going to be stabbing people. That's basically it. It's not going to be like Reinhardt's hammer. It's not the same swing, I think. It has more of the... I don't even think it's Vendetta. For me, it's more like Hazard's kind of
It felt
stab.
like Brig. I thought it was like
Yeah,
Brig.
no. That's kind of looks like... yeah, definitely. That is actually a very good comparison. Brigitte's kind of swing, that is kind of what it reminds me to, if you see the stab. So yeah, I think it's going to be a nice mix of all those different heroes. Is it going to replace Reinhardt? I don't think so. Reinhardt players are players that have a very unique kind of good Reinhardt players Because there are good Reinhardt players, and then there's people that just pick Reinhardt. That's a very different thing. They have a
They're
certain
the bronze
DNA.
Reinhardts that they die, and then they scream in chat, heal!
Heal, why didn't you heal me?
But he's a difficult tank to kind of play. In a way, if you want to really, really shine at Reinhardt, you can do some amazing stuff. But it's become more and more difficult. And I think the thing he's struggling with most is the variety of other tanks with other abilities. When he was back in the original roster, he had his role. He had his kind of unique position in the whole tank roster, and he did really well. But now, and especially now with Demon, he's going to suffer more.
One thing I'm a little... You go first.
Yeah. No, I was just going to say Pog actually says something that made a lot of sense. You know, when you say that, like, Mercy feels like an Overwatch 1 player. She feels like, and I think that Reinhardt suffers from the same thing. We have tanks, and not just tanks, but because we're talking about Demon and Reinhardt, that have such an extensive toolkit, or if not extensive, more refined, more buttons, that Reinhardt, I think, feels a little bit like that same vibe, an Overwatch 1 character.
Yeah, no, I get that.
One thing I'm a little concerned about, that seeing her movement and basically her being kind of Reinhardt-y, but with more movement abilities. Like most, if not all of the recent heroes that we got were pretty mobility based or had a lot of abilities with mobility in there. And of course, this stems from them way back saying we want to make the game faster, we want to do this with the game. I'm just a little afraid that at some point we're going to have all of these very movement heavy characters that move around, that are fast, that are moving around. And some of the heroes are just going to be left behind a little bit. I'm playing Ana, and she's not a movement character. I can jump around a little bit, but I'm not the fastest with Gamma, And I'm just worried that they're going to be, I guess, focusing on movement and not doing something for older heroes that don't have that movement, that were not designed to be moving like that and have other abilities. Because I feel like they're steering in that direction currently.
There's a lot of movement going on with the new heroes, but I also think it's important to have those heroes that kind of stop that movement. And then you have Orisa, you have Ana, you have all these characters that are able to sit down, basically. That's what you're saying. If you have a Tracer zipping around and you're good Ana, you're like, look, take a nap. Stop it. And I think that is an interesting dynamic.
Is that all the new heroes are just so movement heavy, kind of all of the new ones recently. So it's kind of of course you still have the ones that are okay, Ana, Mizuki, kind of sit down, calm down, do your thing. But I feel like the balance is a little bit off.
I think the next two heroes, the detective and the last one, my suspicions are that they are going to be less movement based. That's what I feel like. But the silhouettes, you get the Omnic detective, and then I don't know. I still think that the other one is going to be some type of sniper. They have that rifle kind of positioned in a very snipery way. I think those are going to be slower. They're not going to be so movement heavy. Yeah. But you have a point. Yeah.
As a support main, if we get another dive DPS, I will cry.
Yeah. Same.
Well, look, it's your job. If you're playing Ana, it's kind of your job to convince your heroes with the movement ability to come and help you in the backline. Tell them to come back.
Because that works well, right?
That works every single time. That works every single time.
That works every single time. Guys, there's a Sombra here. Guys, there's a Sombra here. Yeah, okay, I'm dead.
Because right now it's guys, there's a Sombra here. Guys, there's an Anran here. Guys, there's a Vendetta here. Guys, there's a Sierra here. It's
and that's why you just play more and fuck everyone.
I had a Roadhog yesterday. I was healing him. I was standing next to him, and there's a Ramattra coming straight for me. I was like, we're cool. Roadhog is going to take care of this. This Roadhog just pisses off and leaves me to deal with the Ramattra. I was like, I don't talk in chat a lot when I'm playing in Overwatch. I try to refrain myself.
That got you?
But that got me typing really, really fast. There were some curse words in there. He was like, oh sorry. Yeah. I needed my mute button.
I have so many.
That's really funny because D really is the person that when we play together is the chillest. We lose some, we win some, it's fine. We're like, we lose the round by 4 minutes, like we got this. It's like playing with D is really a calming experience. To imagine you going to chat like, what the fuck you doing?
He was standing. He just looked at the matcha pounding me, and it was like, all right, fine. Let me go over there. I think I saw B.
Is this you playing ranked? Is this why you don't normally play ranked? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, I think it was ranked. Oh my god! So
It's kind of wild, like as Anna or like Zen or anything. Like how many 1v1s you have against like a Doomfist, and they're like, guys, help! I'm in the back lane as like a support with the tank by myself, and no one cares. You're just all alone, and you're like, yeah, well, either that Doomfist is going to be really bad, and I can't manage myself, like out of here. But that's like, I'd say 80% that's not the case. You're just gonna die.
Yeah, they just leave you.
What you've got to hope and pray is like when they're attacking you, the rest of the team is getting so many limbs on the other side, so you're just like this distraction that moves the game forward. That's
the silver lining. The silver lining of you dying.
Yeah, I try and think about that. I'm like, okay, they got some progress, even though I was the victim, and it's okay.
Fair, but being human bait is only.
But what if? But what if there is no progress, and then they're just like everyone dies, and they're like, "Where are heals?"
Oh my! Oh my God! That's the moment I just rip him through my PC. I just hold him in front of me and go.
Heals.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
I'm getting angry just thinking about that. Sorry.
I guess
this is great.
Yeah, I guess with the whole movement thing, I'm looking at this from like a support perspective because I still want like the supports I enjoy to be playable. I guess it's a selfish thing, really, but also just a genuine concern.
Yeah, but I think that is more of a team issue and a certain rank issue where if you're playing on a certain rank, people there's so many casual players that do not give a hoot. Yeah. They're just there for their own experience. They do not like if you're playing during drives, you get all these people pouring in that usually don't play competitive, usually do not play Overwatch that much, and they're just like there because they think they're playing Call of Duty. They just kind of, I want to get the most kills. That's it. All the rest can just F off. So that is the reason you get those. Another thing, I think Demon, we're going to see, Demon is going to release in just a few days. I'm very curious to see how that is going to pan out. I think it's going to be quite a good deal of fun. I'm not sure if it's going to be, I love playing Reinhardt. I want to get better at Diva. It's like a nice mix. But I want to be careful with predictions and saying that it might be a hero that I'm going to enjoy. I want to see the proof is in the pudding, like they say. But the other thing that I've heard a lot of noise about is the map reworks. This kind of, I'm going to be honest, this kind of bothers me. But so many people already, I was swiping on TikTok while I was on the white seat. I was taking a poop and just swiping and...
The white seat!
I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody. I was taking a shit. I don't want to offend anybody on your streams. And I was just swiping. And there was this one guy that was just laying it on the rework for Icon Wall does not look correct and blah, blah, blah. And I was so close to typing a comment like,
oh my God.
Dude, can you just, there's like, there were no elevators and we have elevators right now. Why would we have elevators in 2070? What do you think? I live in a historic town. I live in one of the oldest towns that in the whole of Europe. And we have plenty of elevators, I can tell you. We do not drive a horse and carriages. There's like modern stuff going on.
Just also, it really bothers me that people go like, oh, this is not lore accurate or this and that in situations that like, this is a fancy place. Chill. If you want to put a unicorn there, it's just like they're going like in the Odyssey they cannot cast this and that because in the book is a fictional story. It was invented. It's just like it is Lord of the Rings in ancient Greeks. It's just like you know what I mean? It's just like what do you mean it's not accurate? It's just like it's Overwatch. Like King's Row is not London. Have you looked at the clock? It's not the same. It really drives me crazy because it's just like it makes no sense. It's like, what? You're busy with being mad about the elevator, but the fact that there's a walking robot next to you going like, do you want to ride me to battle is fine. What the fuck?
There's a fucking cat on a jetpack zooming around while a cyborg ninja is behind you trying to get your ass, and they're like, but this elevator is not lore accurate, guys.
And they're also commenting on the
That pisses me off.
And they're commenting on the gameplay while they haven't even played the freaking map. They've not seen it. They've seen like 6 pictures. Like, no, that's not good. That's bad design. Because I'm a game designer. I'm an expert. I have over 30 years of experience of commenting on 6 pictures and telling you that this is not a good map. Okay, I'm going to make a TikTok about that shit. There we go. It's pure my opinion, and everybody's going to love it.
I remember we talked about that on your stream day, or we like kind of made fun of it, because what the actual fuck are people thinking sometimes? I don't think they are thinking.
It bothers me. It bothers me because I've known so many people in the industry that work on these, not just Overwatch, on all these games day in, day out, and they don't even consider themselves to be, how do I put this? When they do stuff like this, they have an underbuilt experience and an opinion on this, but they're throwing it out there and going, all right, let's give this a try. It's not like, guys, this is going to work out. No, they're just like, let's give this a try. For people to then come in and without testing it, without any previous knowledge, without like anytime I see someone on Reddit claiming like, I have 10 years experience in game design, then you wouldn't be here on Reddit. Trust me. If you're a real game designer, you're not commenting on other people's work on Reddit. That's not what you do.
Well, yeah. Game designers use data from the game to inform decisions, and they've got none of those. So I'm like, what are they basing their decisions on? Their personal experience, which might be different from the millions of other people that play this game. Like, I'm so happy with the pick. Once they pick Eichenwald and Pariso, my 2 most hated maps, because I think they're so heavily favored in different ways.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is fixing issues that directly, like, I'm like, please, thank God, this is really good. I love it. I think Eichenwald point B attack is oppressive to play.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree. It has been a
Pariso, everyone universally hates Pariso. No one votes for it. So I'm like, let's get some people playing Pariso again.
I might make myself some enemies here. I don't mind Pariso.
No, you're making
I vote for Pariso every time.
You're hurting Aquila.
You're Brazilian. That's different. That's a bias.
I'm not Brazilian. No. I like Pariso.
Well, I like Paraíso. First of all, I'm going to pronounce it properly just because I can.
Sorry.
I can't say Eichenwald in a way, but anyway. Yeah, no, I agree with you in a sense that, like, I hate Eichenwald. I've always hated Eichenwald, and I hate playing Eichenwald because I think the chokes are so annoying and so favored to defense and everything they said. So I was really happy that they were going to rework that. I was actually expecting a rework for King's Row because I feel the same about King's Row. The chokes are, I know that people love the map, but it's a nostalgia thing. The chokes are horrible. And it's one of the few maps that the spawn for point 2 and point 3 are the same. So it always feels for me that point 2 is pointless because, you get one good fight, if that much, and that's it. So I was expecting King's Row. I was happy about Eichenwald. And Paraíso is a joke. Like, I did like Paraíso, even though the chokes are not excellent. I did like Paraíso anyway. But there was a thing that bothered me. The joke is because I recorded a tour with D of Paraíso twice. And before the fucking tour came out, they're going to fucking rework the map. But I do want to say that, and not from a game dev perspective. I'm not a game dev. I don't know what I'm doing. But it felt like Eichenwald, they were like, oh, we're going to put an elevator here to help people with this part of the map. We're going to put another exit from spawn because we want to make the unbearable chokes more bearable. In Paraíso, we're going to put a swimming pool. And I was like, on top of a bar. Okay, great. It's just like, so it annoyed me that I was like, I don't see how that's improving people's negative experience of Paraíso. And also, the pool is on top of the bar. Why? So there were things that they said about Paraíso. I was like, I understand. I know a lot of people who don't like Paraíso because of the chokes. The pool is not going to improve that.
Yeah, but
so don't fucking touch my map if you're going to put just a pool on top of the fucking building.
But that's not the only thing they did. That's not the only thing they did.
I know, but that's the one that annoyed me the most.
They also put a huge
Also, they
statue of
did-
Domina to spit in Lucio's face.
No, they put that to
a
distract
lot of
me.
people
They
want
put
to
that to distract
do
me
that.
on their first point. I'm just going to be staying up.
He's gonna stand there staring at up.
A lot of people do that.
It's rare. It's
But yeah,
rare that
no,
I have
I
that
think-
perspective of anybody. So I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I understand what all those
Did you
short guys
notice
talk
with that
about.
statue, it's like right in the path of where the payload goes? So I'm like,
Yeah.
is the payload gonna
Destroy
knock over
the statue every time?
Like, what's happening?
That'd be
with that?
cool. Imagine.
That would
Payload
actually be very that for all those people that this is not lore accurate. That would be very lore accurate. You just have Lucio
Yeah.
coming out with the parade
Mm-hmm.
going, "Screw you! Your statue's gone. Bam, gone, broken."
And Lucio
Yeah.
hates
But
Vishkar,
this-
right? That's
He
the whole
does,
thing.
well, all of them hate fish.
But that's the thing that
Yeah.
annoyed. I want to see what it looks like. It annoyed me about the tour, obviously, but that's the thing that I felt about the Paraíso changes. Apart from the pools, like, oh, we redesigned Lucio's club. Cool. I hope it looks amazing and he reacts when Lucio's ult. How does that change people's bad experience of Paraíso? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the things I liked the map. People didn't like the map because of the chokes. There is just between point 2 and point 3 that they changed that part, which then my Brazilian side was a bit upset because just, oh, that's what it made it look like a cool slum. And now it just looks like a hill, but sure. But that is the only one that I think might be impactful in terms of experience with the chokes and etc. But I'm saying all this based on the 2-minute video that they posted on the WCS. Obviously, hopefully when we play the map, it's going to be improved, and we'll record the video again.
Again.
When I heard about this rework, I was like, oh shit. I think I messaged Pog about this. I was
told
like,
me.
yeah.
You told me, yeah.
I'm like, oh, Akila's not going to be happy. Akila's going to be so pissed.
I mean, Aki, you dressed
I
up
got-
perfectly to scream manically at them.
No. No, no, it's just because it's very selfish. It's just like I was like, no, we're gonna make a video. I got like Brazilian food, I got Brazilian drinks, I brought the stuff, and I made the research and etc. And then
They changed the whole thing.
like we're gonna put a pool on top of the building.
Do they have pools in Brazil? Is that not a Brazilian
They
thing? Pools?
do, but do you have pools on top of your bars?
Sometimes.
Okay, I haven't seen many. I have pools
that's
like
good.
on top of buildings for people that live in the penthouses.
Yeah, like
But
they do on the.
Fuck it. It looks great. It looks great. I think I'm gonna hang out at the pool in the map. But
First complain about it and then
Yeah,
just sit
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a duck in the
New
pool.
hangout spot.
now fucking work on King's Row.
Oh my god.
And then we're kind of neglecting the third map that they're going to rework, but Busan, which is actually very
Yeah.
lore heavy changes. I think it's going to be way more lore than it is going to be gameplay. I'm going to be honest, I was slightly disappointed that the Junkers decided to. I find it to be such a black and white resolution to the storyline.
Yeah.
Maga goes in there. The Junkers are bad guys. I don't perceive them as bad guys. I perceive them as survivors, as people that have to kind of in circumstances that are not ideal, where you get this clan kind of mentality. People get violent. That's basically it. You get the rules are kind of blurred, and that was my perception. But now they're just like talent. Cool, we can work with that.
They've turned Wrecking Ball into a terrorist.
Yes,
Hammond is
they
like
did.
a literal
Yeah.
terrorist now. And that seems like I was so shocked because I'm like, he's just a little guy. I know he's like cheeky and stuff. I'm like, he's literally destroying people on a bridge and like I couldn't believe it. And
He's
it just
getting
feels
excited about it. He's like,
really-
did you see his little face going?
Yeah. He was like, all that sort of shit. I don't know. I didn't like that decision, to be
Me
honest.
neither.
Like, just, I don't know.
That
I
is
don't
the
know.
comment that I saw the most on like Instagram and etc. Everyone's like, Hammond is innocent. No, what is this? He's just a little guy.
I don't think he's
Yeah,
innocent. I think we always know that he, like, in the beginning, when they released Lunar Colony, they already mentioned Hammond, but we all thought it was another gorilla. That was like the perception. And he was the one that started the rebellion. He was the one that set those things off. But over the years, he has kind of become this, with the glasses kind of going off his face and the cute things he does. But now he's back to being a full terrorist. And on top of that, he's killing people. He's kind of destroying bridges and things are tumbling down, which is not a place where I was hoping they would go with the Junkers. not with Wrecking Ball, but also not with the Junker Queen. I mean, to see her
They
just
better
kind of.
not torture him.
I mean, it's kind of the interactions between the Vendetta and Junker Queen are also like, like when Junker Queen was it Junker Queen that says I was always dreaming of a rebellion or like a takeover. Like
Yeah.
they're painting like Junker Queen, like I just want chaos, and like Vendetta being like, oh yeah, we'll just clean up after you. You go, girl.
I don't find that, for me personally, that is not, but I'm not the one deciding all of this. I always found the Junkers to be those survivors, those people that are, and their ambitions were local. They wanted to keep everybody, or the crazy, they have these kind of rabid omnics because of the radiation of the omnic, that is the Omnia or the Omnica, that is it. The Omnica. So basically the big factory that Junkertown is built on is dishing out a good deal of radiation. So they have like completely crazy omnics running down there. And I thought that was their issue, just like Busan had the Hunxing to kind of deal with, but no. But look, on the other hand, Mecha is pissed off now. Mecha would never have joined the fight if the Junkers and Talon had not stolen their EMP. Mecha would have just said, no, our primary mission is to defend Busan. I'm terribly sorry for what is happening with Talon, but it's not our issue. It's not our problem.
The rat is finally contained, guys. He's
Well, for
finally
now.
locked up.
Did you see his little face when he was like in there? He was like a little kid that you told him, you need to sleep. You need to go to bed. No more playing.
Time out.
They better not torture him. If there's any more cruelty, everyone's going to turn on Demon immediately.
Yeah.
Just like, no, cancel Demon.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of curious how they're going to get the information out of him. Just understanding what he's saying. He could be very willing to tell him what's going on, but if they destroy his wrecking ball, there's not going to be a
Yeah,
lot
he
of...
can't talk.
I mean, they communicate.
Yeah, it just squeaks.
It's just gonna be a little squeakity squeak. Maybe they'll get so left field. They're gonna get Krung from the Emperor's Groove in there because he can speak squirrel, and that's just very close to hamster.
Emperor's Groove collab, guys, confirmed.
Yeah.
That would actually be funny. I don't think they realize that there's a hamster inside because they only have seen Wrecking Ball. They have not seen Hammond. And they say whoever's in there, I think the moment they're going to open it up, they're going to see this little hamster stare at them. They're going to be, all right, who put mushroom in the soup? Because I think you put in the wrong ones because I'm seeing hamsters. That should be a funny.
Do we have the Yari voice line that when she kills Hammond, she goes like, "We're gonna have guinea pig for dinner," and you're like, Jesus, girl,
Oh
chill.
my God.
Yeah, that is something.
She says it in Spanish though, but
Yeah.
she says it.
We interviewed the voice actress for Yari a few years ago, and she told us about the guinea pig dinners.
Yeah,
right.
it
just got
apparently
really
they
dark
eat
in
a
here.
lot of guinea pig there.
Yeah, but every country has something that they eat where the rest of the world are looking at them like, what, you guys do that?
Yeah.
It's chicken hearts for us.
It's raw pork for us.
It's horse for us.
Oh, we eat kangaroo.
Yeah.
There we go. There we all got our little weird twist where everybody's like, what is up with these people? What the hell? I'm going to be honest though, hamster or guinea pig is, they're really cute. Come on, who could get it over there?
Hey, cows are also really cute, and pigs as well.
Okay.
They're still delicious.
I mean, so it's a looks judgment based. Like we just eat ugly animals. It's just like you're fluffy, you're good, you are ugly.
I feel like
it's an.
I don't like your face. Get on my plate. That's how it works. But what do you guys expect for, like, that is about all we know for season 4. Is anything you're like, oh, I hope we get more of this. I hope we get more of that. We got the map reworks. Do we think we're going to get hero reworks? I know a lot of people have been asking me, do you think we're going to get the Sombra rework finally? 90% of those messages has been question messaging me, but no, I'm kidding.
Texting. Somebody work when. I feel like if they're already starting to revamp so many maps and like, oh, we're not bringing new maps out, we're just gonna rework things fast. I feel like they should maybe approach heroes similar, because it's fun to have all these new heroes and all the new experiences. But I feel like there's no use adding new fun heroes if other heroes are getting left behind and kind of ignored. You know what I mean?
So what you're saying is like, don't release heroes one season?
Maybe for one season, like don't release a new hero.
They're not going to do
but
that.
like take care of your current heroes. But I don't think they're going to do that.
No. I think
Definitely
less hype. Yeah.
yeah, the heroes are the biggest. That is just what people tune in for. That they want to see, that they want to try for themselves. Too much of a
I
marketing
do
product.
think that they should rework some of the heroes. Like I said, the ones that have a very Overwatch 1 feeling. And I think I'm less worried, me personally, about the balancing tweaks, which they will continue doing.
Of course,
Someone
yeah.
gets a little buff here, and I don't know if they're, But I mean, like some reworks, like I would love to see Reinhardt basically getting a little bit more. And I don't know. Yeah, that there's some heroes that it just feels like it's from a different game. So it's less of a balancing change and more like, can we make this kit more interesting? And I don't mean a complete rework and making the hero do something else, but like, can we give them a flash heal? Or I don't know, spice it up a little bit and make what they already do, what they're already good at, make that either even better, not in terms of powerful, but you can specialize it more, which I think, for example, is the way that the perks work, especially for the supports for me. Like between the perks, you always have like a more aggressive one and a more healing based one in general, of course, with the supports. But that kind of just emphasizes your gameplay. It doesn't change the hero. So I would love to see some reworks in those lines. Like, this hero does this. Can we emphasize that a little bit in a way that they feel more fresh and more like coherent with this roster?
Yeah, I think perks changes is definitely something we can expect, like a lot, because it's mid-year season.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be plenty of those.
Yeah, like for Reinhardt, I think like obviously the shield bash thing, I think that's a good candidate for something to move something from perks into his base kit. I think that's like, I think that's like an easy win, maybe, but then they'd probably have to tune him down a little bit. I think the Sombra rework has been literally talked about for years at this point, and I think it's well overdue and it needs to happen. The reworks that they mentioned about Roadhog and Lifeweaver, I feel like I am endlessly seeing Roadhogs being played, so perhaps that doesn't need to happen anytime soon. And I feel like Lifeweaver players, the ones that play him, love him. So I don't think he's in a bad spot, but I think the Sombra one is like really, really, really overdue.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Hopefully soon.
I like the Lifeweaver from the community. For the community game mode, that Lifeweaver I found to be in a perfect spot. I found that to be like the best mix.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, what's he like? I didn't get to play it.
There was they moved the fact that his needles kind of ramp up and do this explosion. So they moved that to the base kit.
Oh, I like that.
And then they added, instead of that, they added a perk that did more of that added a little more extra damage to that. I don't remember in what way exactly, but it felt very impactful. So you would be from the start actually be shooting with your needles and kind of just taking out anybody you wanted if they push you too hard. It would definitely help you to survive a little longer. Although Lifeweaver is very good at keeping himself alive. He's just like, he's so like he's like an eel. You're just like, oh no, wait, he's down there now. Wait, he's going up again. Oh, I lost him. Oh no, he's standing on top of me.
Yeah.
And
Don't move.
Yeah. Although probably the biggest complaint about Lifeweaver is being gripped against your will. So I don't know. That's probably what everyone whinges about is that aspect.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't think that they can change that, because in the sense of like taking the grip away is just like breaking his
do
skin.
that.
And making the person agree to it is just like, it's just not going to happen.
But
like
they could.
The fact that
They could.
but you need to. No, but what I'm saying is, for example, you need to agree to be carried by the cat. And when I'm playing the cat, I'm kind of hovering in someone that has 10 HP screaming, just grab the feather, it heals you. Just grab the feather. And they don't. It's just like, and if you're bloodthirsty Reinhardt is in the middle of the enemy team and just like, just one more, I'll get one. You're like, no, get out of there, mate. What are you doing? It's just, if
they're
Reinhardt
the ones you get mad at being gripped, because in your head, it would just be one more, and you've got no way to prove that now.
They could definitely do that.
But that's the thing, if they agree,
listen.
not, and then
anytime you grip someone, they need to sign a form and a duplicate agreeing and saying like, I did not want to get gripped this time around, and then he send it back. then the live
But,
fever
like,
has to
per
sign
post.
it, and then
No,
send it back again, and then you got it solved.
my head
It's
canon
really easy.
is that
It's really easy.
everyone signed a blanket consent form for live fever, because it's not that there is no consent. It's like in the beginning they all went like, I consent to live fever making the choices for myself, because otherwise it is a bit too invasive.
I don't get annoyed anymore. If a live fever pulls me back,
I don't.
If I let's say that I'm about to ult with a hero and they kind of cancel my ult that way, yeah, then I'm going to be like, dude, but they couldn't have known. But when it's just like a random, sometimes I'll just have a life fever trying to grab the tank dies and he accidentally grips me. I'm like, fine, I'll run back. I know those things happen. So, but in the beginning, it was really an issue. It is difficult
but the
to
problem
give you.
is people got so mad that now every time I grip someone, even though even when it's full on decision, you're 10 HP, you're my tank, I can't afford to lose you, I can grip you and save you. My immediate reaction is sorry.
Yeah,
every time I grip someone, I'm sorry. And I'm like, this is what I fucking do as a life weaver. Why?
It's your job.
Why?
Especially
It's
now
my
that
job.
you can
Why do
cleanse.
people get so mad?
Because you cleanse with
Yeah.
your grip. That I always say it in voice chat when I'm playing with you guys. If I grip anybody, it's for the cleanse.
It's for the cleanse.
It's for the cleanse.
It's for the cleanse. Don't get mad. It's for the cleanse. But the fact that we need to be like, please don't get mad. Just like, it's my hero's kit.
I feel like it's so ingrained because like at the start people would start trolling with this so hard, so you kind of feel like you need to apologize to let them know you're not trolling. This was like a serious one, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, maybe they'll find a way to do that sometime.
Or maybe people just need to be less angry. Like
Maybe.
just like
Okay, solve that one, Akila. All
Overwatch,
competitive
come
Overwatch
on.
players, be less angry, please.
Be less
How do we
angry,
solve that
come
one?
on.
be less angry.
How would you tell that to someone in
Just
chat
chill,
like
everyone.
right after they
Chill.
casted you?
You know, go touch some
angry.
grass. If the thing that's ruining your day is a life weaver pulling you, go get some laundry to do. You know, go make your bed. Just,
it is so funny. It is so
Make
funny
your
to
bed.
see you.
Go make your bed.
It's so funny to see you hear you say those things when you're dressed like Xion. Like, what are you getting worked up about?
Be less angry.
Be less angry.
In my
Just
head.
chill.
Shion to you.
Yeah.
Lady Xion doing the dishes. Like, nah, I shouldn't be getting too angry about that life fever.
like-
It's all good.
It's like a Shion standing in front of you. Be less angry. Like in the background, you hear her
less
screaming. Ah!
No, but it's like be less angry so I can be angry.
Yeah.
They could do it in music. They could play music in Overwatch or have these like subliminal tones go off that just have you tranquilized every single like But then we would just be standing
like-
there. That would be it. It would be.
It's like when I try to calm down the Hulk. It's like the sun is going.
Yeah, exactly.
Sun's looking real low.
Sun setting.
Is that what it is?
It's kind of like what Sombra and Sigma have, right? Sombra and Sigma have
Kinda,
that
yeah.
whole Black Widow thing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although bless Sigma, I like Sigma a lot because he's not an anger sometimes thing. It's more like I completely lost it again.
Yeah, he's in a completely
Yeah.
different space.
Yeah. He's just somewhere else.
People were so mad. We did this week a Smash or Pass. People were so mad that I smashed Sigma. And I was like,
He's a grown man.
That was
and he
great.
had, yeah.
I mean, it's a killer.
People were mad about many things though.
Yeah, I've heard
Mentally
like
ill people
came-
are hot, guys.
Mentally ill people are also allowed to have sex, okay?
People actually came to tell me about your stream, and they were like, "To be fair, this just should have called it Smash or Smash." That's what people came to
That's
tell me.
not true. Most of
Do you need two hands to count the amount of heroes that you did you pass on?
Yes.
Really?
2 hands.
You need the two hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say the first comments, the people who were most eager to comment, like the first ones, were all telling me off because I passed on Roadhog.
Okay.
They were like,
feel like-
someone said, like, you passed on Roadhog. I'm not listening. I was like, dude,
Wait, why are they getting upset about you picking freaking Sigma and
because
passing on? Okay.
they're internet users and Overwatch players. They get mad.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's true.
Roadhog,
Just like that's where they are.
Roadhog
That's
and
where they
Dunkard both haven't showered in 5 years.
I think you're being very optimistic
From
here.
a hygiene.
I had
Yeah.
one single person say, I passed on Genji. One single person said, justice for Genji. Not one single like on that comment. No one came into Genji's rescue. One single person was like, you passed on Lucio? I was like, yeah.
I think this is the best
So,
profiling
but
that has
Roadhog-
happened on the Overwatch communities. This is the best profiling that has happened. Your little. I thought.
Yeah.
I felt Pog's
Yeah.
Pog's
Blizzard,
content
get in the
is.
comments. The data is there.
I think Pog's content is a very good way to measure the sanity, but yours is very good to measure the lewdness, the
Hero popularity.
holiness.
No, hero popularity. Yeah, I think that hero popularity really speaks in my content. Just like Roadhog, apparently daddy.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
There's someone listening to this podcast in 10 years that is
Maybe.
little heavier built, and he's like, hell yeah.
Listen, it's
about
not that
time.
bad of a hot take. I think it's the mask. People like masks.
Okay. That
I
sounded
think-
like
I
a
think it's by
confession. I'm going to
People,
be
you
honest.
mean you,
yeah.
right?
That sounded like a confession, Frozen.
Okay, listen.
Frozen was literally like,
I like masks.
I like men in
Roadhog.
masks.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, but that's another topic. Okay, that's not for this podcast.
Maybe-
But
when you say people, you mean you. It's like,
Obviously.
Don't
No,
but
but-
me on that.
I don't think I would smash Roadhog. I think it would pass him. But I think it's like just his hero design, you know? What
Yeah.
can I say?
Maybe it was time, Paulie,
Speaks to the
because
internet.
I did a little Pain Sounds Roadhog compilation last week, so it's probably because the comments on that are like crazy. They were
So
real horny for
creepy.
Roadhog, and the voice actor was loving it. So
Yeah, I saw that.
He
I
got
saw
a kick
that,
out of
yeah.
it, like-
I'm telling you guys,
Yeah.
Blizzard, go in the comments
People are-
if you want a real data on hero popularity. Smash your pass comment. We will see that.
Crazy.
All right,
Absolutely.
guys, I'm going to steer us away from the smashing Roadhog to something more wholesome. To the fact that we've gotten so many messages and comments from people, mainly on YouTube. The other, like on social media, was a lot more quiet. I think the algorithm does not favor those types of posts, but I did get a lot of messages, and some of them are just wholesome kind of messages for us that I wanted to share with you guys. But others are questions, and I'm going to run through a few of them. I already shared this one on Discord because it was a really beautiful message. It was from Short Pan. I'm going to read it out. I'm going to try and add them to the video so people can read them for themselves. But I love the energy and the vibes of the podcast so much. I can tell you're having fun making the podcast, and it makes me the listening experience better than it was just someone talking about some video games. They're going to be starting school, and they're going to be traveling 5 hours away. That's what they're sharing, and looking forward to listening to the podcast every time they have to drive back back and forth to school. And that is, I mean, those are the types of messages that just there we go. The flying heart just for you. I hope you have a good time in college. Wish you the best of luck, and we'll be here to keep you company in the car rides. I also have Termix, who is in chat, that sent out a really long message that I'm not all going to read because woohoo! It's like, holy hell, it's 3 pages long, but we appreciate it, Termix. I do going to pick up one of your questions. I think it was an interesting question that we all can answer. What hero do you avoid playing actively? Not hate, but just don't like to pick. For Timix himself, it's Sia and Freya. They don't fit my playstyle, but I want to kind of hear Pog. I kind of know with the others, but Pog, I have no idea actually what that is for you. What is the hero that you
Hanzo.
avoid? Hanzo?
All the projectile guys, apart from Hanzo is the one. I just hate being on the receiving end of Hanzo, and then it just feels so. I don't know. I think it's all this playstyle situation, so it feels very unnatural to me. And then, like, as for fun for like stream, I've played Hanzo, and it's like, why are they getting kills on him so easy? And it just feels unethical. So I don't. I'm all about ethical gaming. Don't play Hanzo. Don't play Mauga. Don't play.
Ball.
We're ethical gamers.
So you're trying to drive the stats down of those heroes so they at some point risk the chance of being removed because you think they're unethical?
For Hanzo in particular, I feel like the enemy should be in the crosshair when you kill them, and that doesn't seem to need to be the case for Hanzo.
No, because there's an art to
That's so true.
Yeah. Same for Torbjorn.
The best advice I got for Hanzo, and it sounds insane, but it really is true. It's just like, just play Hanzo like you play Junkrat. And I started doing that, and I get so many kills.
Yeah.
Just shoot things. And people walk into your projectiles, and you're like,
Yeah, they really do.
I agree, it's unethical. Yeah.
I've never felt like I got a shot that was not a lucky shot with Hanzo. Like every kill I got, and I will just attribute it immediately, vocally. Even type in the chat, that was a lucky shot. Just own up to it, because there's no
Pure
way.
RNG.
Yeah. Akila,
Can I share my...
Yeah. Go for it.
just my best player of the game as Hanzo was I was playing Hanzo as a joke in a quick play match, and I was 1v1ing a Kiriko, and I could not shoot her because I don't know how to play Hanzo, and I punched her, and it became player of the game. But the funny thing is, it wasn't a melee finish. I punched her 3 times because I couldn't shoot her, and then she died. And that was player of the game. And he felt really targeted. That is just his player of the game. It's me and this Kiri not shooting each other, and then I just punch her. It became Tekken, really. It really became Tekken. But in terms of heroes, like... he said like not hate, because I do have heroes that I actively hate, and I'm looking at Vendetta. Vendetta is a hero that I was like, if you want to delete her from the game, I'm not going to be mad. I might even celebrate. I'll break the good stuff out. But I actively hate Vendetta on a cellular level. But that I avoid playing. I think that there are a few heroes that when I get on Mystery Heroes, it's not that I hate them, but I was like, oh boy. And I think most of the flankers and most of the dive tanks, like Doomfist, let's say Doomfist and Genji and
Tracer.
Support. But I think that the ones that I'm trying to think, like, it's not that I hate the character, but when they come up in Mr. Heroes, like, oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. I think it's Doomfist, Genji, and I think none of the supports. Actually, I think I make most of the support. I'm not a good brig, but it's not. I'm fine. Like, yeah, let's do this. But I think Genji, I'm just gonna throw some stars, and now I get my.
See what we hit.
I do nothing with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
No, I mean, I also would say Genji, like, because I don't know. That's one of my punishments when I have to like do a punishment in Overwatch. I play Genji because I can't play this hero, and I have heroes I play less because, you know, like sometimes it comes up in Mystery Heroes or anything like that. But I don't know, like Genji, Doomfist, Ball. I can't seem to make them work, but also I don't think I want to make them work, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm really fine with not playing these characters. I'm really fine with not being able to play these well because I don't want to.
I get that. I think my picks are well known. I actually have them as rewards on my stream. So
as a redeem as well.
What do you mean, you're Widow main?
Yeah, exactly. When I get Widow,
your second account, you're a Widow main.
Oh yeah, definitely. I had to play Widow. When was it? Earlier this week, because of course Scorpio. Talking about Scorpio, he also sent a message, and his question was, "When will you stop bullying info payload?"
Never.
Okay, that's cleared out. On to the next one.
Thanks.
Oliver Clockwork asked, how do you think the future of Overwatch looks like popularity-wise? I found that to be an interesting question because we're kind of now in this second renaissance, this second kind of wave of popularity, and a lot of old people are coming back, a lot of new people are discovering Overwatch, but I personally think they are facing a few challenges that I'm wondering how they're going to overcome them. But I want to hear your guys' opinion before I start giving my TED Talk. Let me start out with Frozen.
What do you got?
Frozen is just staring at me like, ask me first. I know the answer.
No, I'm thinking. The thing is with Overwatch, like it's kind of nice to see, like as you said, like the second wave of popularity, and I think it kind of is going to depend with any game. It's literally the same thing like any game, how they're going to handle the future struggles of live service games. because that's kind of what it's going to be about. Like, how are they going to handle currencies, discrepancies, adding more and more heroes? The game's getting more complicated, trying to bring new players in, trying to kind of ease them into the game. Like, it's not like a big thing. It's like all of these small things combined that are going to determine the future of this game, like how popular it's going to be, if it's going to, like, at some point, like, kind of stagnate and, like, stay at a, like, current player level. Like, it kind of depends, you know?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of service-based games out there that are feeling that same burn because you need to spend a lot of money to keep people interested by making new content.
Yeah.
And how are you going to deal with that? What do you think, Pog?
Look, just a baseline as a human. I'm a very optimistic person about most things. I think the future is extremely bright for Overwatch, and I think, like, just you see like little nuggets of information that get announced. Like the community has been screaming about like, maybe we need a TV show. We need some kind of like pop culture Overwatch moment, and I feel like it's coming. I feel like. There's been enough nuggets of things like, oh, we've hired this person or this deal has been made somewhere that I think that's going to be in our future. And I feel like it could be like another like cultural moment for Overwatch like it was all those years ago, like other games have had, you know, like for League of Legends
Yeah, Arcane.
in a similar way. I do think there needs to be some work done in the esports scene to really get it to be one of like the top tier esports, because I don't think it's like on the same level as other things, and I do think that's important to like a competitive shooters.
Do you think that's possible?
Health in the. Do I think it's possible? I don't know. I don't know where you go, but I think it needs to have that cultural moment for then the esport. It needs to like.
Yeah.
Like, I think you need more people invested in it, like more players, like really like, this is my game that I'm going to be a pro of. You need to attract those people that this is what it's going to be to then like, yeah.
I personally think like the
I don't know.
Go ahead. I interrupted you. You were talking.
I don't know what I'm saying, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just very optimistic. Very optimistic, and I think the cadence of the way the heroes are going, it's keeping interest. It's like it's a much faster, more agile machine than we're used to in previous years around Overwatch 1 and even Overwatch 2.
Oh yeah,
like
definitely.
The train's moving really fast and putting out far more content than we've ever seen. So I think it's in a good spot.
Yeah, I do think you touched on something really important. I think they need to indeed look at other media to kind of push Overwatch as a brand and as a pop culture phenomenon to a next level, because that is going to pour in a lot of people. They have a huge struggle with introducing the game to new people because of the complexity of the game. Too many heroes, they all have very different kits. There's like the reasons that Stadium is kind of falling back. There's many reasons, but one of them is that people are just they stand in front of that big wall of powers and items and they're like, oh, I just wanted to pick this game up for half an hour. I don't want to study all of this to play that. So they go back to the normal game mode. That's one part of the story. But if you start kind of building movies, series, that draws people in. That will make your game. I think it happened for a lot of games in that way, that it kind of gave him that second thing. When it comes to esports, I'm kind of pessimistic in the sense that I think Overwatch is too complex a game for people that do not play it themselves to understand what is happening on the screen. And I think that is very difficult to fix. I've talked to a lot of people in other parts of the esports scene and whatnot because of my job, and they all, when I tell them I'm an Overwatch creator from an esports, they kind of, I'm not going to say they have a demeaning attitude, but they're just like, oh yeah, like they don't see it as a part of their big club. Because it's, for an audience, it's very difficult to understand what is happening. And there's this huge monkey doing this. And then there's this lady. Well, now there's two ladies in a mech doing that. And you can't make sense of it. While in games like Call of Duty or in games like
Valorant.
It's
really
slow. Counter-Strike's really simple. Yeah.
Counter-Strike's really simple. Valorant is really slow. So then you have League of Legends, which has a completely different perspective. Overwatch is just a mix of very complex things. And I love the game. That's one of the reasons I enjoy it so much. But for a competitive esports scene, I don't know. You want to draw in those big crowds, you know? You want to fill those big stadia, rather. You need to have a lot of people don't understand what is happening. I never play. I don't play Call of Duty, Counter-Strike. I don't play it at all either. But I can look at a Counter-Strike match and understand what is happening. I can see, that person killed that person. They activated the thing. They won. They got a point for that and that reason, which I think is. But yeah, I think there definitely is a route to getting the game into to a wider audience with their own challenge. What do you think, Akila?
I think you guys covered most of what I think, to be really honest. So I'm just going to add a couple of things that I was thinking as you guys were saying it. Because I do have that, exactly that, what you said. I can pick up a match of games that I don't play or at all or have never played and kind of know what's going on. And I cannot do that, for example, in a comparison with rivals. There's so much happening there. I was like, I don't know even who's winning or something. Mm-hmm. And I imagine that for someone who doesn't know Overwatch, it kind of feels the same. Yesterday, as I was painting this, I had the not the OWCS. What do they have? The Champions matches. Yesterday, I forgot the name. The Champions Series.
I know what you mean.
It was really interesting because I wasn't looking at the screen because I was painting, and to hear the amount of ults and lines and this, to have this experience of just listening to how much it's happening. And obviously I know what's happening because I'm so familiar with the game. It made it very clear that I was like, wow, this is really overwhelming to watch if you're not very, very into the game. So that's one thing. The other thing that you guys said, that to make it appealing, there is, yesterday at the same broadcast, something happened that I thought was absolutely wild. One of the players from this match missed the first round, because they were sleeping. They didn't wake up in time. And they were MVP, and they got an interview at the end, and he's like, I'm not gonna lie, I missed it, and and then my team was
but it was calling all heroes, so that is the how do I put this? Of the whole circuit, that is the step in.
But I get out of bed to stream to 10 people. I think he could have gotten out of bed to do that. No, yeah. I'm not shaming the person, but it's more like.
Well, you kind of are. You kind of are.
I mean, yeah, you can't get out of bed. Get up at 1 o'clock. I don't know what you're doing. But no. But my point sharing this is more like, it feels like there is it could be a little bit more serious in terms of make it more appealing, make people want to watch this, make people want to play this, make people want to be a part of it, make it more interesting than sleeping another half hour.
I get that.
So that made me think about that when you were saying I personally love watching the Overwatch pro gaming. I only like watching the Korean teams not because they're better, but because they take it more seriously. It feels like I'm watching a spectacle. I literally went to my friends I finally understand what enjoying sports is, because I'm not a big regular sports enjoyer. But I was like, oh, Crazy Raccoon is playing, Zed is playing, and I know the roster, and getting excited about it. But it feels like an event. Everyone's awake and dressed and in uniform, and they are on a stage. And I obviously can't speak to how is it possible financially and everything to make this happen. But what I mean is I think that there isn't enough interest created. I think that the fact that people are playing again, I don't know how to solve the problem. I hate giving criticisms without being maybe you could do that. But I hated that the Overwatch World Cup, which is supposed to be a big thing, qualifiers, people were playing from their houses, and they were like, oh, this player is experiencing lag. And I was like, okay, cool. This player didn't wake up. So I don't know how to solve that, but definitely there's something in the esports scene that is definitely missing. I think that I think the new heroes and keeping the game fresh is very important to keep interest. But I'm afraid that if I step away from Overwatch 2 months, it might be too overwhelming to come back to. Because that's how I felt about Stadium. Like, I didn't play Stadium for 2 seasons, and it felt impossible to get back to the point I was like, I'm not going to try.
Oh, wow.
And there's a part of me that's like, I know you need to keep releasing content, but part of being good at Overwatch is knowing the maps and knowing where the med packs are and knowing what people can do to you. And, you know, and I'm afraid that with the amount of content being released, I don't consider it a good thing, a game that's like, you need to be here all the time. You need to do drives. You need to do this. You need to do the Junkrat loot box. You need to, it kind of feels like I know someone who gave up on 3 games because, not Overwatch, but like, because, the events were too much. They were like, I felt that I needed to do all these events in 24 hours and in this and in that. So I am also, I'm not in general a negative person, but I am cautious about, like, I know you guys need to create interest and need to keep the game alive. And I'm so excited that this game that I love is getting so much stuff and we have so much to talk about. But also we need to be very careful that not everyone can play this game every day. And then 2 months later, it's just like, who is this fucking the robot with a bike?
Yeah, no.
Why, you know, why is this happening? To the point that you're just like, yeah, I'm just going to play Fortnite.
It's insane. It was when I was gone for, like, I think it was like gone for about 4 weeks in total with my vacation and things around it. I felt like I missed like the entire world in Overwatch when I was gone, because so many things came out, quick play hacked, and like so many things, like because it was like end of season stuff. It was like, I think I missed like half of the season just by being gone for 3 weeks on vacation, because, you know, I wanted to take a break.
Yeah, no. I get that. And that is indeed, like, one of their biggest challenges is to have new people, if they come in, to kind of dose the way they get exposed to all of what is Overwatch, to kind of roll them into that. But also people that come back. Like, I know Marvel Rivals does this thing where they start giving the rewards, but it actually makes the problem worse because it gives you an extra thing to do that you feel like you need to complete. So I don't think that is the route either, because that is what Marvel Rivals is thinking. Okay, we're going to give him rewards, so they're going to keep trying, and at some point they're going to roll back into it and they're going to have fun again, which is not, I mean, of the top, if you see it on paper, it's not a bad idea, but it actually contributes to the tasks that you feel you need to do. You not only need to start to understand the game again, because, oh yeah, there's this thing I need to complete, but I do think there's a route somewhere, that there's a path to where they can bring people back in and slowly kind of expose them to all of what is new. And Hilda, my girlfriend, played like a few weeks ago, and it was one of the first things she said. She started asking questions. What is this one? What does this do? And I was there to explain it to her, so it was okay. But if you're doing that by yourself, you're just like, okay, I'm going to start with the heroes I know, and then there's going to be all kinds of shit flying at me, and I'm going to be overwhelmed. And yeah, you're going to go play. Well, I wouldn't go to Fortnite, but you're going to play something else.
Yeah, but circling back, I think that maybe is what Pog said. Maybe the creation of interest in Overwatch is not just creating new shit for Overwatch, but creating in the in-game, but creating pop culture, different media. So, for example, I think the webtoons are really a really good start of like getting. I don't see a lot of people yet that don't play Overwatch reading the webtoons. Is most people like, oh, I want to know about why Zana saying that Reinhardt and her went on a date. There are people like, oh, that's in the webtoons. So I'm going to check that out. So there is a part of it that is people going like, oh, great, there's more lore and there's more things about these characters that I want to know. But I think that might be one of the best ways to expand on. It's like, how about we create interest on Overwatch without making Overwatch even more overwhelming? So, for example, and they already, it's not a shot in the dark anymore. They have Arcane to look at it. I know people absolutely obsessed with Arcane who have never touched League of Legends. I know that that's not the point creating, but they know of the game and what it's like. Arcane was such a big phenomenon, and it is to speak like they can't just do anything. They need to have good storytellers. They need to get good performances. They need to get good crafting.
It needs to be on point. Yeah, it needs to. Yeah, reach that same Blizzard level.
Like, let's just get some AI slop to do something, because then you kill the game too.
Definitely.
You're going to start using that. But yeah, I think that maybe that is one of the biggest things that, again, I don't know how that would work financially or with the board of directors and CEO and revenue and blah, blah, blah. But I think that might be the best direction of like, we're creating all these lores and all these cool characters. How about we make people interested in this enough that they want to try this game out?
Exactly. And then you create this kind of circumstance where people will want to invest time and they will want to understand what the heroes do, because they have seen that monkey getting really angry in the live action or in the animated series, or they saw this little girl that could go back in time and they want to experience that for themselves, and they're going to invest and they're going to look into the robot lady that gets really upset for no reason. So I think that is a very good. I think that is definitely a direction that they should be going. And as Pug said, we have seen so many rumors. There's people they hide people that should be working on this. That actually gets me to the next question that Will asked. See, little segue, just from one topic.
Yeah.
It's like
you're so good at it.
No.
You can't acknowledge a segue while you do it and give yourself confidence.
Yeah, no. That's how I roll.
How's this segue?
That's how it's always been, Pog. That's how it's always
Everyone
been.
clap for the host.
It's never changed.
That is the self-deprecating bullshit that I do to myself every single time. I see something, I see an opportunity, and I ruin it by opening my mouth. But
Kind of back.
I love it. I'm never going to change. Will asked the question: what are you most excited for BlizzCon? What do you think we're going to see? Are we going to see an announcement for a Netflix series, for instance? Or what is there that you guys want to see? And for the people that do not know, Pog, Aquila, and myself are going to be at BlizzCon. Aquila is going to bring her cosplay. Pog is going to bring his...
Not.
Yes, you are. Pog is going to bring his TV screen. He's going to put it in a suitcase, and it's going to be behind him the whole time. For your pleasure. And I'm going to bring my beard. Frozen can sadly not join us this
You
year.
get the easy one.
Can you bring me on your screen? Can I be on your screen?
Oh, yeah, that is a way to do it. Yeah.
Put me in your pocket.
We'll bring the sticker. We have a little Frozen sticker.
Yeah, please.
We're just going to stick it to our foreheads. Like, you have something.
Yes, I present. Hello, I'm here. BlizzCon. I swear to God, guys, next year. I hope it's happening next year. It'll be so cool.
We'll see. I mean, it will all depend. It's sold out, so it's definitely going in a good direction. But anyways, let's get back. What do you guys expect to see there? I'm going to start with Aquila this time. What is I know there's a lot of things you want to do there. There's a whole list that she has right now.
Oh God, it actually feels really overwhelming, because I've never been to BlizzCon, and I have been to Comic-Con and stuff like that, but it also felt like, for me, not a last minute decision, because it was last minute, but it was definitely an impulse decision. It's just all these cool people are going, all these cool people that I want to hang out with, and they're all saying like, "Are you coming?" And then one day I was like, fuck yeah. Just bought the tickets. I don't know. Let's see what happened. So I think that there's a part of me that and that includes what I expect for the game and etc. I'm purposely not creating expectations, because it's my first BlizzCon. It's the first time that I'm going to do anything remotely similar to this, like being around so many creators, and I'm not creating expectations exactly because I don't want to be frustrated. I just want to enjoy it. I just wanted to have a good time. So the things that I'm looking forward to, though, which is different, like if it goes, there's no way of going badly, is I was very excited. Like I said, I do love watching pro Overwatch gaming, so I was very excited that I might get to see the Overwatch World Cup live. I know the name of the players and the rosters, and I'm going to be rooting for Korea and stuff like that. So that made me excited to have the opportunity to be there for it. I am very excited And I think that kind of, from all of us, you guys are really connected to the news and what's coming out. I'm very excited to hang out with you guys. Like, to see the creators that I see on Instagram and I interact, and not only the ones that are a little bit more distant, like I know this person's content, but also with you guys that, like, Dee, I found out yesterday that I've been following you for 4.5 years.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's getting a little creepy. Stop following me, please.
Okay. But actually, to be in the same room with you guys is exciting. And for me, so those are the two things, like getting to hang out with the creators that I admire the work and what you guys do. And I think the last thing, which is I have Dee to thank for, is that I became one of the cool kids all of a sudden, and no one knows who I am. So there is this like.
What do you mean? You're a co-host of the podcast.
You're already one of the cool kids.
Exactly.
I don't know. I got it. But yeah, also to the third thing I'm really excited about is to be able to experience BlizzCon from this other perspective that is not just an attendee, let's say.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be really honest, I don't play any of the other games.
Yeah, the
I'm
Blizzard
an
games.
Overwatch girly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people.
I have played Hearthstone. I have a lot of criticism towards Hearthstone because it's not free to play, as they say it. World of Warcraft broke up my marriage, and which I've talked to all of you about.
You're going to be spitting like anything you see World of Warcraft. You're just going to and just walk on. And people are like, what's up with this lady?
Oh no! It was a blessing. It was a blessing. It's like,
what the hell?
No. That was like they did me a favor. But my point is just that, like, it's. I bet that if you like all the games, this is an amazing place to be. It's incredible. It's not where I'm coming from. So I would be like, and when I go to Comic-Con here in London, it's like, oh, I like this artist or I like this game. And then I kind of go around and then, I don't know, I get a takoyaki and I go home. And going to LA to do that felt really stupid. Like, I'm going to see this Overwatch area and this is not it. So not only I get to see shows and news and this and that, but also I get to see from a place that's like, oh no, we're going to show you, or you're going to be around the people who are like reporting on this. I think
and creating this. You're going to be running into developers. You're going to be running into all those voice actors, the people. And that is the thing about BlizzCon. It's not about Overwatch, World of Warcraft, or no, like everybody that's there has this one thing in common, and that's that they love Blizzard games. And they might not be playing Overwatch, but they know Overwatch. They have respect for the people that make it. It's like one big family, and you're going to see cosplayers of all these different games kind of coming together and just being among you. There's no separation. Also, in the halls, it kind of depends on how you're going to do it. You have like different zones that are tied into the different games, but it allows you to kind of get a taste for what Diablo actually is like. And it's very Blizzard focused in a very open sense. And I love that about the event. You really feel you start talking to anybody there, and it's going to be a nice conversation about what they're playing. And you could be like, before you know it, you're talking 45 minutes to someone you've never met before about the games they play that you play, because you have that shared passion for what Blizzard is doing. And in that sense, it is one of my favorite events to visit, because it's so aligned. Everybody is so aligned. It's such like a little bubble of just Blizzard people, and you run into everybody. Like me and Will ran into Aaron Keller last time that we were there, but also was talking to Gavin for the first time when I was there. You just see all these developers. They're just running among everybody else. And the World Cup is amazing to see, because those finals
and
are.
And we're going to need
fire.
Will to tell us who is who.
Yeah.
And so like, say hello.
Yeah. And he will need to make sure that we have the stickers and that we hand out the stickers instead of just babbling like a buffoon. And he's a good handler. He's a very good handler. He keeps you in check. Paul, what are you looking forward to?
So like Akila, this is my first time going over for BlizzCon. I am beyond excited. I can't shut up about it. People tell me to shut up talking about BlizzCon because I feel like it's rubbing in their face. Like what you said. Like I am a Blizzard fan. I've loved Blizzard games from forever, from the original Warcraft and all that sort of stuff. So I'm just so excited because I love Warcraft, I love Diablo, I love Overwatch, I love most things that Blizzard creates. So just being in a space, like I go to a lot of conventions in Australia and similar, and it's sort of like, yeah, you can pick and choose. Like, I'm interested in this one thing. I'm so excited about being in this space, and I'm like, everything is my niche interest, and I can like dive right into, and just knowing that all the people around me have that shared interest, and that feels really unique for me. I'm so excited because like with most conventions, I'm often there for the people, right? I am so excited to meet my friends that I've never met, that I've been like streaming with or talking to or made content with or whatever, or played games with that I've never met in real life. So that's like always a big pull for me. Meeting you guys is going to be awesome. And like just be in the crowd when things happen. I'm so excited to cheer on Team Australia when they win, and to watch the announcements on stage. I did have a little look back. So the last BlizzCon was in 2023.
Yeah.
And the Overwatch announcements, I don't know if I mentioned on the podcast already, what they announced in BlizzCon 2023 was Hero Mastery, that's dead. Clash, that's dead. And Mauga. That was the three big key items.
That's thriving.
From, Overwatch in 2023. So I was like, what are they going to do this year? Like, I feel we're probably going to see a new hero. I suspect that we're going to see the full release of Overwatch Rush. And when we were talking earlier about like cultural moments and other things, I feel like a mobile game for Overwatch could have had that factor for Asia and for young people to get them interested in the main game.
Yeah.
I think that could have a good catalyst effect.
Definitely.
I don't know what else. Maybe we'll get a new mode. I kind of want to see maybe another map, but we probably might see that new Iceland map that they've been talking about.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I want to be surprised. I want a big surprise. I want something. I want a new mode. I want something. I don't know. I want something
big as
well. I think
well.
that's high expectations. Yeah, a surprise,
But I
a
don't
genuine
want
surprise.
I mean, it's been 10 years of Overwatch. They need to do. I feel like this is the BlizzCon to announce something, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Give us a surprise. Give us something out of completely left field.
I think that
will.
they're going to announce that Doomfist is now support. No.
Sleeping through all roles.
Do they want to riot in person? They're never going to do that. There'll be people like throwing chairs.
Yeah, that's what I said when they started.
You know, the uppercut, the thing that he had, the uppercut is going to be the healing. So you go to your Genji and you punch the shit out of him.
No, his gauntlet is still gone.
Melee healing.
Right? He doesn't have a gauntlet anymore.
He's going to use his feet. He's going to have Doom feet. And he's just going to kick you to health. He's just going to kick you in the head and you're going to be full health. It's critical healing.
Guys, imagine though if there was a support that you needed to touch the person, like it was a melee healer. You needed to touch a person to heal them. Imagine.
You would have to sign a lot of forms anytime you healed somebody. Consent. Can I touch you? No, you cannot.
No,
okay,
everyone
fine,
would just die because the DPS has run away from you. The tank is in the middle of the enemy team and you're just like, oh, well.
All right, fine. Goodbye.
I'm also really excited about BlizzCon.
Yeah, good to be watching it, I hope.
I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching everything. I'm going to stare at our chat, guys. You better send pictures and reports, and like I need to know everything that's going on and all the cool things. I'm super excited. I'm probably gonna sit here and maybe I'll help out with some posts if Dee needs my help with anything.
Yeah,
but
well, definitely. Yeah, I'll need your help.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the back lines, helping and curating and making sure there's content for the Omnic Post. That's also an important job. I feel important.
Oh yeah, that is going to be an extremely important job because I'm just going to be running around. Scorpio is not going to be able to post on, so we have we're just going to bury him.
Don't worry, I got you. I'm excited though. I'm excited to see. I'm with Pog. I want something big. I want something we didn't expect.
Yeah.
Could be anything. I want something unexpected. That's what I'm looking for this BlizzCon. I want to see you guys' amazing opinions and experiences. I want to watch you guys have fun, and I want to see something completely out of left field. Give me a surprise.
I think we're going to get that in the sense that the last BlizzCon was 2023. That was a completely different team. That was still a team under Bobby Kotick's heavy. Although no, Microsoft just did the purchase at that point because
yeah, it was like really fresh.
Yeah, it was like literally the deal had closed just a few weeks or a few months. I don't remember because Phil Spencer actually walked on stage. But I think the team, the mindset that we saw develop, that kicked off at that moment, is what we saw in the Spotlight event of 2025 and 2026. I think we're going to see stuff like in that vein, that kind of level of announcements. I don't even know what they're going to do if we're going to see a Spotlight event 2027. They might just like limit themselves to, let's say, the next half year and then announce the half year that is coming after that at the Spotlight event. That might be their plan. We'll never know. We'll know once we are there. But we're definitely going to see the next two heroes, what they look like. We're going to see the new map. I think we're going to see all that stuff and hopefully a big surprise because they promised us for the 10-year anniversary there was more stuff coming, but we haven't seen a lot of that up till now. So let's see if that happens.
What are you excited about? You're the one that's been the most times, and
for me, I feel
what's up with you, D?
I think for me, it's maybe a little more. I mean, I'm looking forward to going to the event. Like I said, it's one of my favorite events. It's going to be the 4th time now I'm going, so I feel like I do get a grasp. I did notice, like, the first time you go, it's so overwhelming. It's such a blissful moment. The second time you go, you already kind of know that. The impact is a little less, but I'm still having a blast. I think for me, it's more about trying to reach certain goals, trying to kind of widen my network. It's going to be more technical than anything else, than just kind of get my my content to roll, to take a different approach than I did on 2023, a bit of an experiment, those kinds of things I'm kind of looking forward to do. And hopefully stay awake throughout the whole weekend because it's going to be a rough few weeks and months for me now. But I'm looking forward to it.
So I'm going to make sure that we have ice cream.
Yeah. No, I'm looking
because also it's supposed to be fun.
No, and it's going to be fun. And meeting you guys is going to be a blast. Like last time I was there, I knew a handful of people in the community. Like there were people that approached me, but like Will was there, and then I knew of maybe 2 or 3 people that I knew personally that I could talk to. Now there's like going to be a whole army of people I know that is going to be there. Yadas and Scorpio are also going to be there. You guys are going to be there. There's people that I met before in the previous events I did, like the Spotlight event. So I feel like this time around on BlizzCon, I'm not going to feel as lost just looking around, like where am I going here and what is the next step to take and what is smart. I feel like it's going to be a whole different story on that end. I'm looking forward to that. And hanging with everybody and just having fun. So it's not that I'm
gonna definitely be like that. I'm gonna be like, what? Where?
You already have we're all going to be there because we're one. I mean, in a way, if you think about it.
Yeah, I'm following you guys.
Yeah,
literally. Whether you want it or not.
I feel like there's a new wave of creators coming up, a new wave of people kind of with the support of the really established creators. Like there's like a lot of people that are supporting this new wave of creators coming up, and it's going to be fun to click together and to kind of set this new kind of wave and to kind of have these new people I don't know, enjoy each other's company, work together. I think it's going to be an interesting period. It's going to be an interesting weekend. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a blast. And have some ice cream, definitely. Yeah. It's so soon. It's going to be so fast. The summer is just flying by. It's kind of insanity. Yeah. We were talking about the upcoming heroes. There was a question in here that I found to be interesting. It's maybe just for me. I don't know. Wait, let me see. Where's the question? There's so many of them. There was someone asking for a shout out. No, no, I'm kidding. No, it's an interesting. Wolfwork Custom said that he's going to try and build Shion's bike in Lego.
That's cool.
And he loves our content. Cool. So good luck with that.
To see pictures
life size, right?
Yeah,
sure, completely. Yeah. And what's about the Omnic Detective? Like for me personally, that is one of the heroes I'm most curious about. Do you have any ideas, or I might be the only one here in this group that has actively thought about this? What the abilities might be, what the vibe might be.
I need him to be completely in black and white. I want him to be like kind of like an Omnic, but like noir themed.
Yeah.
I need him like absolutely like talking with like deep lower tone of voice. And I just want him to be like completely leaning into that stereotype. Please, that would be so funny. And like all of his abilities and shit, just everything is in black and white. Please.
Omnic Noir.
Omnic Noir.
He's got a. We had a chat about this the other day on my stream. He's got a cane, right? Like, I feel like he might have a bit of a Gandalf, you shall not pass, like some kind of like slam your cane into the ground with some kind of area effect. I feel like because he's like mysterious, he's got his big like the collar up and like trying to be all hidden. I think he's going to have some kind of stealthy, like, or some kind of ability that might like hide people or do something that's a bit like mysterious or like fitting this tone about like mystery or secrets or something. I feel like that's the tone. And is it to do with like creating, like making people invisible or stealthy or smoke or something like that could be a way. Although smoke, I feel like smoke would be very weird for Overwatch. So I'm not sure if they'd go in that direction, but I think like cloaking or some other thing like that would be kind of cool.
Didn't they do that at some point?
I hope he's not a big healer. I hope he's not a healer. I hope he's not a, like, I think it's a
both,
like a utility support.
Yeah, both of them are going to be supports. Both of them. Both.
Yeah, but not a healer. You know what I mean? I want him to be like big utility.
Utility heavy. No, I like I think we could use like a bard type kind of, buff, debuff kind of thing. That would kind of be cool. But am I wrong? Oh, no. It's actually Marvel Rivals. They have the Invisible Woman. She can ult and kind of make everybody disappear, right? So that could actually be something.
I think it makes a space when you can't be seen inside the space.
But the thing is, you basically see the bubble, so you don't see anybody move in there, so you don't know who is in there, but they can shoot from the bubble to you. So that kind of, that makes invisibility not as annoying as it can be with like a Sombra. If you had a whole team that suddenly was in front of you, like bam, you would be... Holy hell, he would be just dead in a second. But if it's kind of comprehensive, it's done in a way, that could be a very cool idea. I like that. I like the Noir ID too. I think that is I think everybody's thinking about Spider Noir and kind of that vibe.
Absolutely.
I have always had this, in Fallout 4, you have this character. He's like a synth, which is like the Omnics in the Fallout universe. And he's a detective, and he has that whole 30s vibe going. And Nick Valentine, he has this whole 30s vibe going on in the way that he speaks and his tone of voice. It would kind of be cool that it's an Omnic that was kind of, that was, I'm not going to say infected, but programmed with all kinds of references from the 30s. And that really, if he walks up to, like, he does that kind of typical whiskey and the cigar kind of talk the whole time, like, just like, what you want to... Go ahead.
Have a cowboy. Wouldn't be out of left field,
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Like this mysterious guy that has basically everything he does, he's narrating for himself, like he's talking. They do that, like in this old detective series. I was walking into my office. Yeah. There she was sitting.
And he's always looking through like blinds with the light.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like sitting on top of the roof, being like, and here I sit again. It's dark outside, it's raining.
It would be great if every single voice line was either him describing what he's doing or other people are doing.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be great.
Especially with Widow, because there's a whole femme fatale thing with like noir detectives.
Yeah.
And they have all those skins that they released. Like we have those, like the weird looking Genji one. Those are all
Reaper,
kind of
Widow.
There is noir themed skins. Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
So
that'd be so cool.
It would be cool. And the cane, I like the idea of the Gandalf style like blasting, but also just that he just kind of hits you in the back of your head, like paf. That would kind of be some melee thing.
That'd be incredible.
That would be amazing.
I think he has consistently been the character that most people are most excited about in terms of like when we saw the silhouettes and everything, when we figured out that he was going to be a support, and he's just like, this dude just feels really cool. But that actually comes a little bit to underline my point in the beginning when we were talking.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Yeah.
One of the reasons we got so excited about it is that he feels very different from everything we have.
Exactly.
He seems like, and also one thing that we all like, we've spoken about skins a little bit in other episodes, but like we all like a little bit of whimsy as well. And to have a 1930s detective walking around with these heroes is a whimsy. It's just like, we don't want him to fit in the world in a way that is seamless. We don't want him to fit. We want him to be a little weirdo. And I think that weirdo in that sense of like, why is this guy narrating everything? So I think it goes to why he's not even out yet. And I'm super excited to see.
Same here. I'm wondering how they're going to fit him in the lore,
that's
though.
why with Demon, with Demon, I was kind of like, well, sure.
Yeah,
what about that guy?
I think we're perfectly aligned when it comes to that. It's not like we don't like Demon. It's just like it is a little too predictable. But I like I said, I'm wondering how, because all of the new heroes fit in the lore in some way. So we're now currently going to Korea. I have no idea where we're going next. That is something we're going to find out at BlizzCon. But how are they going to fit this? It might have something to do with, I'm still very convinced, and that is also the reason that they stole this EMP. By the way, I saw some people commenting in this chat. I'm going to say this now, but it is kind of on point for what we're discussing. But there was like in the latest short, they showed the Omnic 7 in the UI. I checked back, and actually the EMP is called Omnic 7, I think. It's in Korean, but there's a 7 behind the name of the EMP. Just I think that is something. I think it's just the name of the EMP is Omnic 7. I don't know why. But I think they're stealing the EMP because the God programs are going to get involved at some point. We know that Chernobog is controlling Emre. Who knows what other God programs are still roaming around there? Athena is supposedly dead, but I'm still hearing her in every match. Just saying. So I think that is something we're moving towards.
Just say, Blizzard, you forgot to delete Athena.
Yeah.
And I forgot to delete Athena.
Injured in a ditch, we still see him a lot too.
But can you imagine? Could you imagine that the Omnic Detective is actually a God program, and that it just kind of
that'd be cool,
that
like personified.
That it kind of takes on this persona of this 30s Omnic because of certain things. Because these God programs are basically. They were made by humanity to solve very specific issues, and they are very self-preserving in the sense that they got a mission, and they're going to finish this mission no matter what. If they have to wipe out all of humanity, that's why Anubis started the Omnic Crisis, because they asked him, how can we solve the Omnic Crisis? Well, the environmental crisis, sorry. And he started calculating, was like, humanity is the issue. You guys are fucking things up. So if we remove you, there's no more environmental issue. You all got to die. And he started the Omnic Crisis. And I think Chernobog had the same thing. Chernobog was tasked with global security. And Chernobog probably thought, like, there's no issue with global security when you guys are not around. So I think...
Yeah.
Like, what we're defending against? Well, you. So...
Yeah.
We got to screw ourselves over
You're
there.
fucking things up. You're the problem.
I'm very excited about everything that you said in your videos and a long time coming about the God programs really coming into play. Because I think that, for me... I know it's not, and it's not being built like that. This is a very personal problem, but it feels like Talon is not an escalation of threat. You know what I mean? Vendetta is not an escalation of threat. Talon's always been there. They've always killed shit, fucked shit up. And then Talon, you know what I mean? It's just like, okay, it's under new direction. It doesn't feel like escalation, which means it feels like there is a contained when we talk about in story terms, especially in film, we talk about like raising stakes and turning points and things like that. And I think that Talon doesn't feel like that, especially now with all the lore and everything. It just feels like, okay, it's more of the same with a different mask on. The God programs feel like an immense, bringing them back, not just what happened before. Now, feels like a proper escalation, a
huge
proper
step up,
turning point, a proper thing that is going to shake the world, and that's what I'm really excited about. Listening to you talk about the God programs in all the videos, I was like, make this happen. This is what it's called. This is where the story gets really interesting. But going back to the detective just a little bit. When using the writer's brain again, there is something that I've been seeing with the Omnics that we have, especially the more recent ones. I'm not saying all of them from the beginning, but from Ramantra even, but we have Shion and etc. It feels like they are really throwing us characters that have I don't want to say rebelled, but they have stood out for reasons. This is obvious. They wouldn't become player characters if they hadn't stood out. But what I mean is like they broke the norm, especially for Omnics. So like Ramantra is not like Zenyatta, and Shion especially is just like Shion completely changed the way that an Omnic behave in this world that as we know it. It's like, I'm going to interact with humans. I'm going to look like a human. I'm going to rule the humans. It's just like, so, but in a very different way as Ramantra. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm expecting this Detective Omnic to really break the mold as well in terms of like what happened to this robot that now, how does he interact with the world as an Omnic, but not as the Omnics that we know.
No.
And how did he break the mold? And I'm hoping it's something more interesting than one day an Omnic thought that they would be a good PI, and just started going like, you know what, I'm going to investigate who the fuck this person is. Where is Amelie's husband?
Maybe it's a Batman situation. It's just a really wealthy Omnic that decided to play superhero.
It's Max in a disguise.
It's Max. But if we're talking about noir detectives, it only makes sense that he would be hired by Widowmaker because her husband is cheating on her, and he would have uncovered that she actually killed her husband.
Yeah,
that's the noir film. So
they could actually make a little.
That needs to be the show that they release.
A little animated short just to set that up, that whole tone with the whole music and the piano playing and whatnot. That would kind of be funny.
Yeah.
No, I think
you like the monologue in the background.
I think it's going to be an interesting hero. I'm very looking forward to what that is going to be. And I agree with you. That quirkiness, that difference, that tension is something that we're looking for. There's heroes that are popular. Anybody that at some point pops up in the lore as a side character, even the mecha mechanic is one of the requested heroes. People want, I don't think I can remember his name, but people want that as a hero. And that's fine. But I would rather have these characters that come out of left field, that kind of, that tear the lore in new directions, that kind of rip things apart and kind of set up a whole new thing we didn't think about, which they have definitely been doing with some of the fact that we got Sierra as a hero added. We always looked at her faction as, the flying heroes. They all were using the flying armor like Farah was using. And suddenly we got this completely new character that has a different backstory, that is in a high position. The background is a little wobbly, but it's kind of interesting to see those factions kind of grow in their own direction to have that kind of thing going. So I want more of that. I want to expand the lore instead of just adding the characters that we already know. We need extras in this story. Leave them to be extras, please. We can't have everybody in there. Just, it's cool.
Yeah.
If you add Max, though, he needs 2 Doberman dogs that he uses.
Yes, he does. Like the one to the right, one to the left.
Yeah.
His oldest there jumping at you.
He doesn't even move himself. He just goes, go. And the dogs are like, you're dead. That's all he does. That's basically Max's kid.
Bikes and dogs thrown at you.
But anyways, guys, we need to start wrapping up because it's Frozen's birthday and she has a lot of cake to eat for the rest of the day.
A lot of cake.
And I think we had all the topics we wanted to talk about. There's still so many more questions. I want to thank everybody that sent in questions, and I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to all of them. Some really nice messages of people telling us that they appreciate our content, that they appreciate the podcast. Asking what our future is with the podcast. Look, we're just going to keep doing this, and one day we're going to do episode 300. I think we're on a very solid stretch. We're having a lot of fun, all 4 of us. We have some. I'm not going to talk about it just yet. Some fun stuff coming up. We'll see. We're working on something that we'll be sharing more about soon. So yeah, there's definitely more episodes coming, but this was 200 in the books. Guys, thank you very much for being here for 200.
Yeah.
I said it to the original cast. A lot of the stuff that we're doing was built on those first episodes that we did. But this is now a new direction, a new wind, a new cast. And it's been a lot of fun, those last episodes that we did together. I mean, it's how many episodes did we do together now with this cast? Like 20 or something?
It's been a wild ride.
Yeah.
A few.
Yeah. It's been a lot of
I
fun.
think it's been about 15 since I've been here.
Yeah.
Something like that, 15 to 20.
Yeah.
Episode 300, everyone in Overwatch cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Figure
Okay,
it out.
we've got
I
what,
don't care.
I just have to do a scar and put on a wig, and I'm Reinhardt, so I'm all good.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm fine with
Just talk
low,
like this
low
the whole
effort.
time.
Yeah, I'm fine with low effort, but you know,
What do you mean low effort? I grew this beard. It took me years to grow this beard, Akila.
This is not low effort, Aki. Come
it's
on.
not stapled in there.
So-
I grew this
so in the
tall
next 2 years,
for the last decades.
Yeah.
so in the
Don't worry,
next
I'll
2
dress
years,
up.
you grow the muscles as well. You're gonna start working out.
What do you mean
Just-
grow the
just
muscles? What do you
arms.
mean grow the muscles? Stay right here.
If I cosplay Anna, do I need 2 eye patches? That's my question.
2?
Because he has 4 eyes.
Give up, Aki.
You know, you can get a big one.
I could get
Anyway.
just a long.
I love that.
Cool.
I love that we had the episode 200 with fashion advice for a lady with 4 eyes. That is
Perfect.
beautiful.
And Pog is cosplay Mercy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. With bare feet.
I might be doing an Omnic a rubber duck Orisa cosplay. coming
Oh, hell
soon.
yeah.
Most
Like, your entire face needs to be yellow.
He just puts the dog on his head and he's like, done, mate. I'm done.
Yeah.
By the way, Akila, I think you actually win when it comes to the amount of eyes today.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
Yeah,
I
you
have
have
a
the
lot
extra
of
ones.
eyes.
You are winning.
So you won the eye
There
contest.
you go.
Is that
That's
a thing?
all my eyes.
It's a thing now. Congratulations.
All right, let's wrap this up. For the people that are watching, stick around because we're going to do a giveaway after this. But I'm not going to. We're going to round out the podcast before we do that. We don't need to make that a part of the podcast. Guys, thank you very much for joining for the episode of 200. I'll see you guys soon. And everybody watching, thank you very much for hanging with us during episode 200.
Thanks.
I had a blast. It was a lot of fun. We'll see you next time.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.